guys, welcome. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you. I'm excited for the training, but I'm most excited for you. And thank you for patiently waiting. I know that I have been dragging this for a couple of months already, and I hope that you're still interested on becoming a virtual assistant. Right. So before we start with the training, I'd like to invite you to silently pray. Let us pray for wisdom. Let us also pray for our families. Amen. Okay, so let us start our training. Allow me to share my screen with you all. And I know that you might be watching this video on YouTube. So just use your headset because my voice kind of annoys myself. And I hope na hindi ka na-annoy. Right, so this is the General Virtual Assistance Training, and I call it Virtual Assistance 101. So this is going to be like a very basic, not in-depth, right? So we are going to tackle a couple of skills on this training, but hindi siya magiging talagang in-depth kasi kung we will go deeper, like magdi-deep dive talaga tayo per skill, it's gonna take you like a lot of hours. And this training is like introduction. It's 101. Okay, so next is, of course, papakilala muna ako. Who is this person talking to me? I feel awkward kasi whenever I do training, I do it like with a lot of audience, like a lot of people staring at me. And right now it's static. I can't even see you face to face. But I hope that you're going to gain something from this training. Hello, my name is April and I am here to help you kickstart your VA career. No, hindi tayo kukuha ng trabaho dito. Hindi siya magiging trabaho. It's gonna be a career, you guys. It's gonna be a business na i-build natin. Alright, so ayun, tutulungan ko kayo kung paano ka get ng client, paano ka uunlad sa industriyang ito. Kung ito man yung pipiliin mong tatahakin na lugar. And I hope na makatulong din ito, let us say na head start mo to. You know, makatulong itong training na to sa'yo ngayon. And I have been really helping a lot of people already land their job and introduce virtual assistants to them. You know, some stay-at-home moms, some were like, stuck with the BPO or stuck with their 9-to-5 job and gustong mag-freelance. So I have been helping them and naisip ko, why not share this to a larger audience? That is why I'm here. At napansin ko, there were those who are really not familiar. Ano ba? How do I start? What is this? Paano? Sinong lalapitan and all? So yeah, I'm gonna be your point of contact for that question. A bit of a background about me, kailangan ko munang sabihin sa inyo yung history ko. Sino ba siya? At ano yung karapatan niyang mag-share? Actually, kahit sino may karapatan namang mag-share. But sa akin, how I started, I started my online virtual assistance journey way back 2015. And then, nung 2015, nag-apply ako sa isang ESL platform, and that is what we call 5-1 Talk. I know that most of you have heard about that or parang narinig nyo that your friends are employed dun sa 5-1 Talk. And ang kinagandahan nun actually is like you just open your slot for the students to book you and then you can give them, you can discuss something to them. Yung discussion naman is sila yung pipili tapos bibigyan ka ng module ng 5-1 Talk. And the charge that time was like 25 pesos per 25 minutes na class. And then you are allotted with 5 minutes na parang a wrap-up, not wrap-up sa call, but parang magbibigay ka ng feedback dun sa student mo. And I felt na parang ang baba nung rate that time and hindi ko nagustuhan yung parang rule nila na they will take it against you pag nagkaroon ng brownout or nagkaroon ng internet connection problem. So that triggered na, okay, I needed to stop. But, guys, this job can be your start. Pwede kang mag-try na mag-apply sa 5-1 Talk. Napaka-tedious ng kanilang process, kung paano ka mag-apply and all. Super hirap. Like, we started 30, tapos 5 na lang kami. Ganun ka, doon. Ganun sila ka-strict sa mga teachers nila. But yun nga, hindi siya nag-work out for me. And that time, I was still working as a training specialist. So like 6 years ako sa BPO as a training specialist, and then I tried yung parang on the side online teacher ako. It did not work out. So 2016, after that, stop ako sa pagiging training specialist sa isang BPO. But then same year, naging training officer ako for a government agency. And then the problem was, kailangan ka mag-travel and all, and hindi ko nagustuhan yung gano'n, parang kailangan mo mag-travel, and kasi may anak ako. So, siguro isa yun sa parang naging reason why I decided na try ko na lang mag-freelancing or try ko na lang mag-online or full-time mag-online. As in leap of faith talaga siya. It was like a very big risk on my part. Kasi at that time, my husband did not work na din. But it worked for us, yung gano'n na situation, kasi he was there to look out for our child. And then, nag-start ako sa freelancing, talaga yung parang, okay, dito na talaga ako mag-start. Nag-start ako as parang test student. So, before nila i-launch yung course nila, naging test student muna ako. Ako yung nag-understand ng mga courses. Ako din yung nag-take ng mga exams and all. And that was through Upwork. So, that year din, hindi pa strict si Upwork. Like, hindi katulad I think the other year or last year, super strict na sila sa process ng pagtanggap ng mga freelancers, and nagkaroon din ang dami ng changes with Upwork. So, to those who don't know what's Upwork, it is like a platform wherein you can find a lot of parang hiring ng mga clients abroad. And ang kinagandahan kay Upwork, although they charge like 5%, 15%, 20%, is that may guaranteed pay ka, talagang protected ka, especially kung hourly yung rate mo. And yun nga, naging strict sila, hindi na sila masyadong nagpapapasok ng mga bagong freelancer kasi parang saturated na itong ganitong industry, so hindi ka na makapasok. So if you want to become a data entry person, hindi ka makapasok kung yun yung skill na ilalagay mo for Upwork. It should be unique to something. This year. So, way back, hindi pa naman sila super strict, and then nakapasok ko kaagad sa job na yon, and then naging data entry din ako for GE. And ang nangyari, kasi nga, I had to really look for a job. Otherwise, wala kaming kakainin din. So, I grasped all the opportunity. So, tanggap lang ng any opportunities. Kahit magkano siya, kahit anong trabaho, kahit hindi ko siya gusto. And I didn't really like yung parang mag-calls or something, yung parang magtatawag ka. But I had that, like one project with GE. I don't know if you have heard of GE, but it's a brand. Mostly, di ba, sa mga CT scans, may ref, sa mga appliances and all. So, nagtawag ako ng mga hospitals, and then I had to call them to verify kung sino yung head parang CT scan technician or something. So, ayun, ginawa ko siya, and I pulled through naman. Okay naman yung kinalabasan. Kasi after that, nabigyan pa ako ng another project, but it was no longer voice related. So, siguro, when I started, I didn't have like yung iba na, okay, I'm looking for a non-voice job. Hindi ako naging choosy or naging picky sa job. siguro yun din yung magiging advice ko sa inyo. If you are starting, don't be too picky sa magiging clients. You know, embrace ng mga opportunities because eventually, gagaan lang din naman yung trabaho mo. Because if you're looking for an easy job, wala siya. Hindi talaga siya easy. Kahit yung data entry, it's not easy. Okay? So, yun nga, from there, nag-apply ako ng e-commerce, naging eBay lister ako, and then I worked my way up. Aside from handling fulfillment, naging virtual assistance manager ako for a company who handles a lot of eBay accounts. So from there, natutunan ko talaga hands-on. Wala akong proper training, but natutunan ko how dropshipping works. So after that, or within that phase, I had another job where naging virtual assistant ako sa isang consultant, and I did a lot of admin tasks. So kaya natutunan ko kung ano talaga si general virtual assistant through that, yung through experience. Maswerte na yung mga virtual assistants ngayon kasi ang dami-dami ng mga courses online. Like this one, I'm sharing you this training. Maswerte ka kasi natutunan mo to first hand, hindi katulad dati na kinakapak ko pa siya, like trial and error, paano ba to gawin, ganun. So, naging general virtual assistant ako ng isang consultant and then another consultant din. So like, naging freelance virtual assistant. I was not employed full-time. And then eventually, I was hired again by another consultant as a virtual assistant. And then right now, I am their head of client success. I handle a lot of virtual assistants. And through that company then, we were able to help other virtual assistants land a job and launch their career na din. And yun yung naging parang idea ko in coming up with Virtual Hands PH. So Virtual Hands PH, by the way, what is a Virtual Hands PH? It is an agency wherein we match virtual assistants and freelancers to offshore clients. So if you apply to us, I will just put a link on the description and as well as sa group kung paano kayo mag-apply. And pag may client tayo, i-match na lang kayo dun sa client na yun. So, na-notice ko din when we were hiring for virtual assistants is that a lot of them don't know what's VA, how do they start and all. And because we hired based on attitude and not on the skills, natutunan lang din naman nila kung paano maging virtual assistant, and super grateful sila kasi yung iba more than a year na nag-work dun sa mga bosses nila, and at the same time they are getting perks like they are getting 13th month pay, they are hired full time, they are much stable than before, or like unlike dun sa corporate world nila na they have to travel. So ang daming opportunities ng pagiging free. So, siguro yun yung naging lead din nila na naging free sila, and then at the same time they own their time, and yun nga, nasa bahay ka lang. So, yun yung naging naisipan ko din na gawin itong parang coaching and mentoring program to help those who don't have an experience get an experience, or learn something and finally start their career dito sa virtual assistance world. All right, so much for that. Let us do an expectation setting and let us set some ground rules. Okay, so what are you expecting from me? Sumagot naman kayo. Oh, grabe. Ang hirap pala ng ganitong training kasi I won't be able to hear from your answers, and yun nga, you can put your answers na lang on the comment, but it's gonna be delayed. However, siguro kung ilalagay ko yung sarili ko sa inyo, yung expectation ko sa isang trainer is that the trainer should be engaging and at the same time should be able to really impart knowledge dun sa mga trainees. No, it's not just like bato lang ng bato ng theory, but at the same time we will allow the trainee na mag hands-on and all. So yun yung expect ko sa inyo din. You take notes and at the same time take action. gumawa kayo ng paraan para makamit nyo yung goal ninyo. Okay? So, yung first ground rule natin actually is to empty your cup. No, napakahirap naman kung puno ka na, ang dami mo na natutunan, tapos nakikinig ka pa dito, di ba? So, okay lang naman kung marami ka natutunan in the past, but empty your cup. Magkakaiba kami ng atake ng training styles and all. So, I hope that you are parang open to learning new things. I don't know if this is gonna be new to you, but I hope that you are open to learning more about virtual assistants. Please also take down some notes. Napakahirap akong buuin itong slides na to. But I'd like to shout out to Miss Joanna Igse for creating this beautiful slide. Thank you, Miss, for your talent dito sa pag-graphics and all. And yun nga, going back here, please take down some notes because there are things na kailangan yung balikan sa training na to for sure. And then if you have those questions in mind, please shoot them via Facebook Messenger, or you can just post it on the group so that I can see and reply to you, or I can answer your questions. Okay? Pag-take down notes naman kayo. Next, kailangan po nating mag-focus. So, I have been refilming this training for a couple of hours kasi nadidistract ako ang ingay dito sa bahay. Yun yung cons, guys. Pag, you are transitioning from 9 to 5 to virtual assistants, please be aware na maraming distraction. Kasi nasa bahay ka lang. Tatawagin ka, kumain. Or ikaw pa yung magluluto, or maingay yung mga bata, maingay yung mga aso, lalo na yung mga manok and all. So, as much as possible, when you empty your cup, empty your room din, yung mas maganda yung mag-isa ka lang, tapos nakikinig ka dito sa training. Avoid some distraction and focus. Kasi when you are focused dun sa goal mo, you know your end goal, then you will be able to meet that. Okay? So, focus lang. Yun yung pinaka-importante. And lastly, siguro ito yung pinaka-important. Take action. Hindi yung, okay, tapos na yung training, so, okay. Hoard na naman ako ng another training. I have been course hoarder. Like, I bought a lot of courses already. Yun yung naging problem ko. Like, I bought a lot of parang copies. I subscribed to a lot of newsletters and stuff. Ang problem is that, did we take action? Like, may ginawa ba tayo? That is why I don't really like itong mga recorded trainings. Mainly because, as a trainer, hindi ko nakikita kung ginagawa mo ba talaga yung pinapagawa ko. But I want you to take action and be responsible dun sa goal mo. Alamin mo yung goal mo. Focus ka dun. Then, gawan mo ng paraan para ma-meet mo yung goal mo. So no matter how impossible your dream is, it will become possible if you are going to take action. Yun yan. Kung tataya ka ng loto, goal mo manalo ng loto, hindi ka naman tumataya. So, di ba? Ganun lang siya. So, loto yung naging example ko. But yun nga. Training objectives. So, we have to know first ano yung miningit natin dito sa training na to, di ba nga? Kasi kanina, nabanggit ko, we have to know our goal. Ano ba yung goal nitong training na to? First is ma-understand, mapaintindi ko sa inyo, ano ba si virtual assistant? Ano ba si general virtual assistant? Ano ba si freelancer? Pwede ba tawaging freelancer ang isang general virtual assistant? Pwede ba tawaging virtual assistant si freelancer? Etc. later on. Matutunan nyo, what is a GVA? Ano ba ang GVA, General Virtual Assistant? Learn the common services that GVAs provide. Common lang yung ibibanggit ko. Kasi pag sinabi mong General Virtual Assistant, by the word itself, general, napakalawak ng scope mo. Ang dami mong i-wear ng mga hats. So later on, discuss ko yan. Common services lang po, hindi lahat. Okay, nasabi ko naman sa sa expectation setting, hindi ko naman ilalahat or hindi siya in-depth training, guys. acquire GVA skills. So although hindi siya in-depth training, you will be able to acquire some skills from this training. For sure. Ayan. And then create your GVA profile. So I want you to take action. So pag nakita mo to or natapos mo yung training, please send me sample resume or CV na ginawa mo, yung profile mo sa Upwork or yung profile mo sa onlinejobs.ph, profile mo sa Facebook or sa LinkedIn or whatever platform you have built your profile with, share it with me and yun nga, I can help you assess your profile. And start taking action on your dreams. Yun yung pinaka-objective natin. Bakit ka nandito in the first place? Why were you interested in joining? Why were you interested on how to become a virtual assistant? What is a virtual assistant? Kasi di ba gusto mo maging virtual assistant. So kung gusto mo, trabahuin mo. Start taking action. Hindi ibang tao ang magtatrabaho for you. Our training agenda, we will be discussing some VA skills as well as some VA tools. So we are going to discuss email, calendar management, customer support, how to do minutes, how we did the minutes, lead generation, paano ba kumuha ng clients din, as a sample, and data, CRM management, social media management, and other admin tasks that the GVA does. And then we have like certain tools that most GVA use. So, yan pag-uusapan natin. And some bonuses after this training, I will be sharing with you cover letter templates and some links on where you can find your prospects. Also, I can also share with you how you price your clients and invoicing and contract templates. Okay? So let's go here. So may mga pa-quote tayo dyan, no? According to Ate Marilyn Monroe, just because you failed once doesn't mean you're gonna fail at everything. Keep trying, hold on, and always, always, always believe in yourself. Because if you don't, then who will, sweetie? So, ang point nito, why I share this quote is because for some of you, I think you have started your virtual assistance career, but may nabagsak ka or you failed at some point. And that's okay. Keep trying. If you want to succeed, you have to keep on trying and hold on to that dream. Never give up. So always, always believe na kaya mo. So it's a law of attraction. If you are familiar with law of attraction, sabi nila, if you manifest something or you say na, magiging successful virtual assistant ako, gagawa ng paraan ang universe na maging successful ka as a virtual assistant. So ikaw mismo, dapat alam mo at may tiwala ka sa sarili mo na kaya mo. So you have to take action din dun sa dream na yon or sa manifestation na yon. Hirap naman, wala namang papasok or lalapit sa'yo kung hindi nila alam na VA ka, di ba? So you have to take action no matter what the rejection is. Okay? So out of 100 rejections, may isa pa rin na magbibigay sa'yo ng hope. Let us now define the difference, or not difference, kasi actually hindi sila different eh. It's different nga. Well, anyway, let us define what is a freelancer and virtual assistant so that you just know the terminologies and that when you share something to your friends, like, oh, what's your work? Oh, I do freelance. Oh, I do virtual assistant. So, para alam niyo lang, in case hindi niyo alam. Empty your cup na. So, magkunwari kayo hindi niyo alam. Okay, so a freelancer. So, kunwari, si John Lloyd, hindi siya nakakontrata kay GMA. Pwede siyang umappear pa rin sa ABS, at saka sa GMA, at saka sa TV5. So, he is a freelance actor. He's not, in contract or parang naka-close contract kay GMA. Okay? So, ganun si freelancer. Hindi sila or hindi ka fully parang dito ka employed lang. Exclusive ka sa kanila. So, si freelancer, he or she can do a lot of things to a lot of clients. So you can be like a freelance graphic artist. So you can do graphics to this company and then to another company and to another company then. Yeah, yun. Pwede yun. Okay? Ang kinagandahan siguro when you do freelance is you own your time. Meaning to say, you just say to your client, okay, I will deliver this in 48 hours and then ikaw na bahala, kailan mo siya tatrabahuin. Like within the day, 2 hours i-allocate ko sa client na to. Then another 2 hours for another client na dinedline ko ng Friday. Something like that. So that's the beauty of doing the freelance is that you are not in contract and much more yung freedom mo kasi you can do a lot of things or you are not tied dun sa client. And then, si virtual assistant naman, it's actually not different. Pero may mga freelance virtual assistant. They provide, or si virtual assistant, by the word itself, assistant, you assist clients outside of the country kasi you do it virtually or you assist them virtually or remotely. Pero actually, pwede siya hindi outside of the Philippines. You can be a virtual assistant. I have a virtual assistant here in the Philippines. So you can have clients here in the Philippines as long as afford ka nila, you know. I mean, you can price them well and they can pay you well then. So a virtual assistant is basically an assistant to somebody, to a business owner, to a coach, or to a consultant, and then you are doing the assistance remotely. Like, hindi kayo pasunod-sunod na, ito po yung ano ninyo, ito po yung schedule ninyo. Hindi siya. So you can also call like these graphic artists a virtual assistant. But ngayon may mga certain tawag na din sa kanila kasi like social media managers or social media managers or data entry specialists. May mga tawag na sa kanila talaga. Kaya under sa maraming sangay ng virtual assistant can be yung graphic artist ka, social media assistant, social media manager ka and all. So, pwede kang freelance virtual assistant, pwede kang assistant ng magkakaibang kliyente. Pwede siya, guys, no? You can do that as long as you can manage time. So, I did that. I did freelance virtual assistants, like general virtual assistants. I was a client for 2 consultants and it worked fine. But, you know, nagkaroon ng parang mas maraming demand ng yung isang client. Kaya you have to let go and assess it. So, ayun. And I think this one, yung pagiging virtual assistant or admin assistant is the parang entry point din ng iba who don't have any experience. You don't need an experience to become a virtual assistant. You just need to have that drive to learn how to do it. Okay? So what is a general virtual assistant? Yun nga, general, ang dami-dami mong hats. So, virtual assistant ka, but you are doing project management for your client, you are doing data entry, you are doing lead generation, you are doing calendar management. Ang dami mong ginagawa sa general virtual assistant. So be careful in labeling yourself as general virtual assistant. You need to know lang din yung scope kung ano yung tatrabahuin mo as a general virtual assistant. Don't offer a lot, especially yung hindi mo pa kaya. Okay? But if you believe in yourself na kaya mo, then go. But don't promise something to your client na hindi mo ma-deliver. You can just say, I am not familiar with this, but I'm willing to learn. Ayun, and then you're willing to learn. All right. So ano ba yung mga must-haves ng isang general virtual assistant? First thing siguro na masabi ko is you have to know your why. Don't begin or don't start doing something without identifying bakit, para kanino or ano yung reason ba't mo siya ginagawa. So, if you're familiar dun nga sa para kanino ka bumabangon, bakit mo to ginagawa? Silence. So, hindi mo masagot. So, ayan, i-assess mo nga, what's your why? It can be yourself, you know, gusto ko na ma-improve yung sarili ko and ma-prove sa sarili ko na kaya ko ang pagiging general virtual assistant. And I don't know kung masyadong malalim na ba yun, but depende sa inyo. Deepen your why. Because when I started as a virtual assistant, my why that time, bakit ko siya sinimulan, is because I have to be with my family. You know, it was good decision actually, kahit nag-risk ako and all. Because yung purpose is gusto kong parati lang ako nandoon for my son and that it can give me a lot of freedom. I don't need to, pay for transportation and all. Yung mere fact lang na nandun ka sa anak mo, every occasion, maka-birthday man yan, kahit maka-travel kami kahit saan, I can also, while working, that I can do that. Yun yung why ko eh. Yung anak ko talaga, yung pamilya ko talaga. Ikaw, ano yung why mo? Bakit mo siya ginagawa? Do you want like career growth? Or do you want to earn more? Do you want freedom? Kasi babalikan mo eh. Pag malapit ka ng sumuko, babalikan mo yung bakit mo siya ginagawa in the first place. So you have to know your why. That's a must-have. No? Kahit hindi GVA, kahit virtual assistant, or kahit freelancing man yan na ginagawa mo, know your why. Deepen your why. Understand why you're doing this. Again, kasi magiging drive mo yan. And continuing and moving forward in facing the rejections along the way. Next, ayan, pinaka-importante, syempre, you need to have a computer. I don't know why, but there are those who are asking, can I start using my phone? At some point, pwede naman sa ibang clients if they are okay with it. But, you need to invest on these things. You need to invest on equipment. You need to invest on computers. You need to invest on a laptop or a desktop. Kasi kung wala kang equipment, paano ka makaka-assist? You get my point? Napakahirap mo. Ang hirap naman makipag-usap sa boss mo kung wala ka namang gamit, di ba? Or magawa mo yung task mo. Can you book me a tour for 3 to Paris and blah blah blah, mahihirapan kang mag-book kung gagamitin mo lang yung phone mo. I think pwede naman siguro, but it's gonna be difficult because you're going to use a lot of tools. Then they can ask you to type something for you. For them, you will be asked to edit some videos. Although I know, yung iba magtataas ng kilay, pwede naman yan sa phone. But some of them, may mga, may capacity kasi si computer hindi nagagawa talaga ng phone. Basta yun lang, huwag kayong gumamit ng cellphone. Okay? Invest in computers. Second hand computers are fine. So, if you're still starting, pwede ka bang manghiram? Yeah, try. Pwede naman manghiram. Pwede ka din mag-loan, try mo din mag-loan, tapos maging motivation mo yun na magpursige talaga, kailangan makahanap ako ng kliyente kasi babayaran kong loan na ito kasi niloan ko na yung computer ko. Kasi guys, when you start, you have to take risk talaga. You have to take the risk. It's like an investing on investing on a business. It's a business kasi talaga. You need to invest something. Magpapalabas ka talaga ng pera. So you need to get your equipment talaga at importante ang computer. Okay? Non-negotiable. Dapat may computer ka. Huwag mo na akong tanungin kung kailangan ko ba kung yung cellphone ba ay okay. Hindi. Mag-computer ka. Next. Sorry, hindi ko siya na-edit, but you need to have a Wi-Fi. Bakit kailangan ko ng Wi-Fi? O Wi-Fi or LAN connection, nakakonect siya. Basta dapat mabilis yung internet mo. As a matter of fact, some of the clients would ask you to at least have like 3 Mbps, 5 Mbps. So you need to shell out na naman for your Wi-Fi or internet connection. Going back sa computer, you can start with i3. Hindi ko sure yung ibang clients would be really picky. May ibang mga tools kasi that doesn't work for lower na processor. So, invest kayo sa mga i3, i5, i7, who knows, but don't overspend. Yung, mag-MacBook ka kaagad or mag MSI, Dell kaagad at ito dapat yung specs ko. If you want, okay, go. Especially if gusto mo video editing, you need a higher spec. Like WordPress or web developer, kailangan mo ng higher specs, of course. Yun lang, yung computer, it depends dun sa magiging trabaho mo. But kung general virtual assistant, I think i3 will do. But I would suggest siguro mag i5 ka na lang kasi malapit na din naman sila. Mas advanced si i5. i5 up. Again, Wi-Fi connection, non-negotiable, dapat may internet connection ka. How can you communicate to your client kung wala kang internet? Ang weird, di ba? Virtual assistant ka pero hindi kayo nag-uusap. So, iyon. And then, you need a headset. So, you don't need to buy an expensive headset. Any working headset will do. You ask your client if it's okay, can I use my phone's headset? Yeah, okay lang yun. Marami namang cheap headset over there. Or, I can lend you my headset. You can also ask your friends, do you have a headset? Can I use it? For interview purposes, guys, you need that to impress your clients that you are, ready, committed. Okay? So, this headset, parang call center ba siya? Kailangan ko ng headset? No, it's not necessary talaga yung headset sa isang, hindi siya for those na customer service. No, si headset, kailangan mo siya in communicating with their client. Kasi yun yung pinaka-importante sa client eh. You need to communicate with them. Next, pen and paper. When I listen to my clients, when I do meetings, when we do some meetings, I write the notes on my pen and paper. But it depends sa'yo. If you are comfortable with, typing on your keyboard while he is speaking or something, I use pen and paper to take down notes. Siguro that's just my way. Pwede namang iba yung way mo, but pen and paper will do. And ito, willingness to learn. Pag nagkaroon ka ng client na magbibigay sa'yo ng opportunity to learn, you have to be willing to grab that opportunity to learn. Kasi may mga clients na madamo sa learning. Kaya kung may kliyente ka that is parang open for you na, okay, are you okay if I train you to this one? Or are you okay if I give you additional tasks and all? Yeah, go lang ng go. Willingness to learn is very important. Being proactive, being someone who is willing to embrace a lot of skill set is good. Okay, so you have to be willing to learn. Kasi hindi naman magiging stuck ka lang sa kanya, sa client na yan. Eventually, you will move on to another client na naman. Siguro, in the next 10 years or so. But you have to be willing to learn in order for you to deliver more for your client. Always exceed your client's expectation. Because, ganito, some of your clients won't give you a rate na parang, malaki kaagad. Like $15 per hour. Hindi ka nila bibigyan kaagad. May mga iba. Kasi yung iba pwede naman nag-dive kaagad sa $15. So, yung iba, nag-start ng maliit. Tapos when you have improved and when you have acquired additional skills, and they saw that potential in you and that you are willing to embrace other skills and willing to learn, they will increase your salary. For sure. Sigurado yan. Take it from me. Okay? So, be willing to learn always. And, explore other options in learning. Like, example, may gusto siyang ipagawa, tapos hindi ka familiar, then you use Google. Be resourceful. So, yan yung ating mga must-haves ng isang general virtual assistant. Next, let's go now to our skills training. Ito na yung pinaka-awaited part ang haba ng aking intro. Okay, so let's go again. I think I paused this for a while kasi na-breastfeed ako. And now let's move on na sa ating pinaka-important part, which is already the skills training. Yeah, pag-uusapan natin ngayon. We are going through each step by step. Yung iba, siguro dadaanan lang talaga natin. So let's start with the email and calendar management. Being a general virtual assistant, it is expected of you na ikaw yung mag-manage ng email ng client mo, and at the same time, you are going to manage his calendar. Kasi normally, because they are very busy, they need to focus on income generating activities rather than sit on their emails and filter them, read everything, i-delegate na yun sa'yo. Also, the calendar as well, you need to make sure na on top siya dun sa schedule niya and all. So let us discuss email and calendar management. So let me just stop my sharing, my share screen and reshare with you another screen for my email. Wait lang. Wait lang kasi hindi ko siya na-open. Okay, so you are watching this one from whatever place, please let me know on the comment section or let me know via PM that you've watched this video, and if you've learned something from this video or if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a message on my messenger, or you can also ping me on Instagram or on LinkedIn, wherever you are comfortable with. Ayan. So, ino-open ko na ngayon yung aking email na ipapakita sa inyo. I won't show you my other email because it's like, it's like a lot of emails in there, and I think baka ma-overwhelm kayo sa itsura nun. So, this is the email. Yung pag-uusapan lang natin on this training is Gmail na email. What if kung Gmail yung email ng client mo? Okay? So, may mga clients na ipapamanage nila is Outlook. So, I think I'm going to have another session wherein like focus on email management and then on different email providers by your clients. So, on this training specifically, sa Virtual Assistance 101, GVA, is ito muna Gmail. Kasi ito yung pinaka-common. So, on Gmail, wala sila ng folders. Familiarize nyo muna yung sarili ninyo na wala silang folders, but they are using like labels as what they call parang folders na din. Para ma-segregate mo or maayos mo, ma-declutter mo lang yung napaka-chaotic na email ng client mo. If ever lang magulo yung email niya. Before you jump in dun sa pag-manage ng email niya, you have to first establish or ask your client, how am I going to help you with your emails? Do you want me to answer certain questions through your email, or are you going to forward this email to me, or are you I given like a full access of your email? So there's like parang certain ang tawag dito, yung parang pwede mong sabihin lang na i-delegate mo lang, you can delegate your email to me. Pag na-delegate lang kasi yung email sa'yo, you don't have the access, like hindi ka mag-log in with the username and password of Gmail, but you can access yung pinaka-email, you can reply on his behalf, but yung mag-a-appear doon sa recipient kung saan ka nag-reply or kung sino yung email mo, ang mag-a-appear doon is sent from ano yung email address mo. Like example, if my email, if I'm your boss, I'm April at Virtual Hands PH, and I delegated that email to you, example, ikaw si John at Virtual Hands PH. And if I delegated that April at Virtual Hands to you, pag nag-reply ka gamit yung dinelegate ko na April at Virtual Hands sa'yo, mag-a-appear sa kanya na ang nag-send ng email is si John pa rin. Okay? So, ayun, yun yung kinagandahan ng nag-delegate. Hindi siya mag-a-appear na parang nanggaling talaga sa client. It will appear from John. Just be careful lang when responding to your clients, make sure that they to your client's client na alam nila or aware sila kung sino yung nagre-reply. So you can say, hi hi Eli, this is April. Hi Eli, this is John. I am April's assistant. I am managing her email, and right now she is doing focus work and can't attend to your email. I made sure that she's aware that you wanted to, ano yung gusto niyang, ano yung email nito ni Eli. And then, sabihin mo lang that she will action or she will work on it as soon as possible. Okay? So, ayun nga, dapat meron kang action item kaagad, no? Paano maa-address yung concern ni Eli na nag-email kay April, tapos ikaw si John, no, bilang virtual assistant. Again, make yourself known. Next is acknowledge yung email. Next is create an action or sabihin ano yung action item. Yun. So, nabanggit ko na sa inyo, no, kung paano mag-reply. It is actually part na ng second part nitong skills, which is, you know, handling customers, customer support. You are supporting your client's business. That is why you are also dealing with your clients. Kasi ikaw yung frontliner. Yung client mo magiging focused na siya dun sa ginagawa niya para magkaroon ng maraming pera at mapasweldo sa'yo. Tapos ikaw yung gagawin mo bilang support, bilang assistant, gagawin mo yung mga non-income generating tasks. Which is, yun nga, mag-respond ng email, ayos ng mga emails niya. So sa pag-aayos ng email, example, di ba, ganito yung itsura ng usual Gmail. Pag na-delegate na sa'yo, or paano ba malalaman na delegate na sa'yo, etc. Or how can they delegate the email to me? So your clients, most of them doesn't know kung paano mag-delegate. So you can teach them. Just ask your client to go to settings, CO settings. And then, punta lang sila sa accounts and import. And then dito sa accounts and import, i-grant lang yung access. Grant access to your account. So, pwede kang mag-allow ng ibang tao na mag-read. Ito, naka-read and send email on your behalf. So, ayun, pag in-add ka na dito ng client mo, once they've added you, i-approve mo lang yung pending na request niya na ma-access mo yung account niya. So, once na okay na yon, na-approve mo na yung access para makita mo nga yung emails ng client mo, pupunta ka lang dito sa icon na to ng Gmail, tapos may maglalabas lang dyan na parang pangalan at ang email mo, name mo, and then dito may delegated or delegate something. So yun na, ma-access mo na yung emails niya. So that is very powerful, you know, being able to read your client's emails, meaning nag-trust siya sa'yo. So pahalagahan mo yung trust na yun. Okay? So ngayon, pag-usapan nyo din sa client mo, set nyo muna din yung expectation. In every task, set expectation and create a plan. So, example, ang current situation ng client mo is magulo yung emails niya. Like, ang dami-dami pumapasok ng email, blah, blah, blah. I don't know which one is important, which one to prioritize, etc. So, you ask your client, okay, so, do you want me to handle those tasks, those emails that, you know, I am capable of answering to? And so, kung okay sa kanya, yes. So, i-jot down mo yun, tapos lalagyan mo ng plan. Like example, sa plan mo, ilalagay mo din doon, ano-ano yung mga gagawan mo ng labels or folders. Kasi mas maganda na naka-label yon or naka-folder siya. Like may pumasok na mga emails para sa business niya. Important emails na kailangan niyang i-address. So that's important and urgent. Like urgent na i-address. So kailangan malagay siya dito, like a label here, para ma-address niya kaagad. So you can say, please check urgent folder or label. So, paano ba gumawa ng label? Still on settings here, CO settings. Tapos, punta ka dito sa labels. Ayan. So there are actually parang default labels already, system labels that you can hide and show. That you think hindi naman important na makita ko or something, or makita ng client mo. You can create here, like create new label. Example, pwede kang gumawa ng urgent folder. Okay? Pwede mo siyang ines or ilagay sa other labels pa. So, ayan. Mag-a-appear na yan siya dyan, dito sa gilid. So, let's see. Isa na yung ating urgent. Ayan. So, dito naman, on the 3 dots, katabi ng urgent, pwede kang maglagay ng color. Para parang may sense of urgency, lagyan mo ng kulay red. Para pag pumasok na urgent talaga yung email, it's gonna be red alert. Kailangan mong i-answer. So, there are also emails that are important but not yet urgent. Or hindi naman siya kailangan kaagad. So, you can just address it, or your client can address it at the end of the day, or within the day, or within the week, something. So, pwede kang maglagay ng, let's say, for later, or pwedeng defer. Normally, I put like defer. Kaya, kunwari, alam mo yung meaning ng defer. At tapos, lagyan mo siya ng ibang kulay, then like, naka-green pa siya. So, para alam lang ng client mo which folders to go. Tapos, pag na-address niya na yung urgent, ilipat mo na siya, ilagay mo na siya to another folder. So, how do you do that? So, let's say, ayan. Let's say lang itong email na to is an urgent email. So, just click the box there, tapos i-move mo lang siya to urgent. Tapos, ayan na yan. Nandiyan na yan siya. Okay? Na-move mo na siya. Parang folder talaga siya. Okay, dokes? So, ganun lang. I-label mo lang ng maayos at saka pwede mong kulayan sila. Kung ayaw naman ng clients mo, that's okay. Just make sure na aware siya sa mga changes na gagawin mo. Okay? Again, ask, set expectation, after knowing the situation, and then create a plan and present the plan to your client. So this is my plan to your email. So ganun guys na ayos na mag-manage ng email ng client mo. So if your client then is like, they have subscribed to various newsletters, tapos ayaw niyang nasa promotions, gusto niya nasa isang folder, like example, nag-subscribe siya sa mga milk tea, mga update. So, ilagay mo lang parang tea time or something para alam niya na dito siya pupunta. Para nakaklaro siya. And then again, empty the folders, like ito, the 2 important folders, empty them. Don't delete the email, but rather put it in another folder. Like you can say action. Maglagay ka pa ng another folder dito na action na siya. You can also create the folder right there and there. Like example, ito, i-check ko yan. Tapos, i-move to ko siya. Tapos, create new label. Ayan. So, let's say action. Na-replyan ko na yan. So, hindi ko na siya kailangan tignan ulit mamaya. So, it's the in action. Alright. So, ganun lang siya, guys. A very simple lang yun na tutorial on how you manage your client's calendar. Client's email. Again, this one is very basic na binigay ko sa inyo na training on how to do it. And this is how I do it to my clients. So I also had a client na hindi niya dinaligate yung email niya sa akin, but ang ginawa niya, shinare niya mismo yung access ng email niya sa akin without me seeing the password. So they can share it through lastpass. Familiar ba kayo lahat sa lastpass? Sumagot naman kayo, napakatahimik na aking training. So ito yung lastpass. So ito guys, actually, pwede ko masabi na must have talaga ng isang VA ito kasi kailangan nyo talaga mismo ng kung saan nila masishare yung accesses nila for certain tools. Because we want to create boundaries din sa mga sinishare. So again, pinaka-important guys when doing virtual assistants is first yun nga again, communication. Ulitin natin, communication. Repeat after me. Okay. Communication next is create boundaries din. So ito yung isa sa mga boundaries na ginagawa natin. We don't ask them to overshare like, okay, trust me, bigay mo sa akin mga passwords mo and stuff. Tapos baka mapagkamalan ka niyang nagnakaw pa ng milyones niya in case ma-hack yung mga certain accounts niya. Kasi aabot kayo talaga sa label na pati financial i-share niya sa'yo. Okay, so it's gonna be good if you have like this one. It's a LastPass, it's free, and you can create that now. Okay, create now. Okay, so yan si LastPass. Yung iba again, shinare nila using here yung mga access nila sa Gmail para ma-access mo talaga yung account nila at ikaw na yung mag-reply and all. Okay? So may mga clients din tayo na gusto nila na i-forward lang nila yung mga certain emails sa'yo. Okay? Let's say for example, ito na yung dilemma ko. Gusto ko lang ma-forward sa'yo itong mga emails from certain person. So if they go to settings, CEO settings, tapos punta lang sila sa forwarding, and then add a forwarding email. So i-add lang nila yung forwarding email, yung email mo, tapos kailangan mo lang ibigay sa kanya yung verification code na na-receive mo sa email mo. Okay? Allowing you to manage their emails. Then, okay. So, we are done with the add forwarding address. Yan. Pwede nilang i-forward lang certain emails sa iyo. And then, they can configure rulings after ma-share nila yung mismong email sa iyo. Okay? So, that is with email management. I think you can add that already if you are just familiar with the basic, you can add that already dun sa skills mo. So, ma-offer mo na skill. Now, let's go naman sa next, which is, part of it is our calendar management. So, you just click here, yan, sa mga apps, and then mag-a-appear yung calendar mo. Okay, so your clients are busy. Make sure muna na ma-establish niyo again yung hanggang saan lang yung ima-manage, ipapamanage niya sa'yo. So there are clients that will say, okay, you decide for me. Like you maneuver everything. So that's good kasi you're free to do anything for your client. Just make sure again na mabigyan mo siya ng plan at concrete yon, and then okay siya doon. Like nag-approve siya, nag-agree siya para balikan mo siya in case na magalit siya bakit ito yung nangyari or ginawa mo. And here, dito, kasi ito yung calendar na very, walang masyadong naman. Ito yung calendar ng isang account na ginawa ko. Example, kung masyadong marami siyang schedule on that day, pwede mong isuggest sa client mo na i-batch niya yung gagawin niya. Like there's a certain day for his calls lang, and then certain day for his, parang ito yung mag-work siya ng exclusive na non-call related, and then exclusive itong day na to for generating additional leads for your business or something. Okay? So you help your client do that, na ma-manage niya yung day niya ng maayos. How can your client delegate or how can your client give you an access to his calendar? So for Google Calendar, it's easy. On the left side here, ito yung calendar mo. May mga dots lang dito. I-click mo yan. Tapos pupunta ka lang sa settings and sharing. So scroll down mo lang. You can add people in here. Yan. So, pag mag-add ka, say for example, I will add my account. And then, they can see all events lang, or they can make changes to events. Ito yung gusto mo na mabigay sa kanya, mabigay sa'yo na access. Like, manage talaga yung mismong calendar. So, make changes to events, or make changes and manage sharing. So, send. Pagka-send niyan, mano-notify na din yung email na to na na-share sa'yo yung calendar, and you will be able to see that calendar as well. So, ito yung calendar ko ng isang email. And manonotice ninyo that I was given access to another calendar. Okay? nagda-doubt ako. Ito yung email na papakita ko. But let me see. Let us see. Hindi ito. Yeah, this one. Yan. Mali pala talaga. Hindi yun yung na-open ko. Sorry, guys. So, it's gonna take some time or a while. Pasensya na. So, ito yung itsura ng makikita mo yung mga calendar ng ibang tao dun sa mismong screen mo. Pwede mo, it depends on you if gusto mo na yung view is weekly or monthly or year. Pero weird naman na yearly yung view na gusto na makikita mo. So, just make sure na yung view of the week makikita mo. So, for me, nakaset talaga sa akin yung mga gagawin ko. Like, my sleep has a schedule. I have a schedule for my lunch. I have a schedule dun sa time na need ko talaga na for myself. So, you can practice doing that. I've also scheduled something for my business and stuff. So, you can do that to your client as well. You can make sure that your client is eating well, that he's mentally okay. Tapos yung sa schedule ng meetings niya, you can allocate like 30 minutes gap or 15 minutes gap para maka-rest siya at saka maka-allow dun sa first meeting na mag-exceed ng saglit. So, for this, for this one, dun sa pag-manage ng calendars, it's just actually, guys, it's a matter of communicating din sa client mo. If he wants you to fully manage the calendar, the much easier way na gagawin mo is to set colors doon sa at ano yung meetings, ano yung calls, ano yung non-income generating, ano yung income generating para ma-notice mo kaagad na okay, ito yung gagawin ng client ko. Okay, call ito something. Alright? So, ang gagawin mo din sa situation na pag may may mag-email, 'di ba? Kasi ikaw nag-handle ng email, mag-email. Can I book a schedule? Can I book a call with John today? Tapos he's not available, then you have to respond to that. I'm sorry, hi, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, but he is not available on the said schedule. Here are the schedules that I can offer to you. So give options, 2 to 3 options always na ibibigay mo para dun sa schedule na yun. And being part of the virtual assistant is to assess, okay ba na makipag-meeting itong tao na to sa client mo? I mean, is that meeting valuable? Valuable enough. All right? So, you need to assess, and then after assessment, check the calendar. If he's free, then you can, it's okay. Can you send a calendar invite, or should I send you the calendar invite? You always ask those questions. Sino magsisend ng calendar invite, etc. I think ahead. Now, if ever ikaw yung magsiset or magbibigay ka ng another schedule, again, offer 2 to 3 options para kung if ever hindi mag-work yung una, syempre yung dalawa i-consider, titignan niya. Okay, you see what I mean? So pag okay siya, you can invite this person to the calendar of your client. So punta ka lang sa calendar. Okay, this is one of the options that you can do. Punta ka sa calendar. Tapos, on your calendar, ayan, so kunwari, 2 p.m. On your calendar, lagay ka ng title, example, meeting with John and Marsha. And then, kunwari lang naman yan. Let's say, for example, nag-agree siya, okay, bukas. Don't book a call kung hindi siya nag-agree, okay? Kasi masasayang yung booking mo, masasayang yung pinaghirapan mo. You can add a Google Meet conferencing if ever, okay, again, if ever hindi mag-work itong si Zoom meeting. Kasi may mga tendencies na magkaroon ng problem si Zoom. Okay, paano ba siya nangyari? May Zoom ba yan automatically? Hindi. Because I synchronize my calendar to my Zoom account. Okay? So, kung na-synchronize na siya, saka siya mag-appear. Okay? So, ito, you can make it a Zoom meeting para automatic gagawan niya ng Zoom link. Okay, ayan. Kasi yung Zoom na naka-integrate dito ay pinangalan ni Elijah, yung anak ko sa sarili niya. But I'm not using this for my client. So say for example, ganyan siya. And then if there's a meeting, you can set the color. Ay, gusto mo ng yellow for all the meetings. At dapat busy yung schedule niya. Meaning, pag may magbubook sa kanya ng schedule and that time sa ibang platform, hindi nila mabubook kasi naka-block na siya. Okay? Pwede mo din ay set, kunwari, ito na ay magiging recurring meeting. So, pwede siyang daily, weekly, kailan. Pwede mong i-customize. Like, how often, every Wednesdays ba, how many occurrences, meaning 13 meetings ba to? Or mag-set ka lang ng date or never na mag-end yung meeting. So, ayan. So, maganda yung na-integrate mo na yung Zoom mo sa Zoom ng client doon sa calendar niya para matik na magawan mo na siya ng Zoom link. Okay? So, yan, isa, tapos i-save mo lang siya, then automatic na yan na don't forget pala ha, na mag-i-invite ka syempre. Kasi na yung meeting with John. Ito pa. So, ayan, dito, syempre, i-edit mo kung may mali ka, especially, katulad ng ginawa ko ngayon, pwedeng mag-add ka ng guest. Dito mo siya i-add. Okay, say for example, add natin ito. Ayan. Tapos, pwede bang mag-modify ng event yung guest mo? And normally, you don't ask them to modify. You can modify it on your own. And then save. And then once you do that, you can click send. So once you're done with that, yeah, so okay na. But if you're going to reschedule the meeting, make sure to communicate to the person or to the contact. Something came up. I'm sorry. Hi, John. I'm sorry, but hi, Marshall. I'm sorry, but John has something to do on this date because this was set beforehand. I'm sorry, or this was a miss, or pwede mo din sabihin na something came up and John won't be able to meet you on this schedule. Can we rebook on blank, blank, blank? Kailan? Again, provide options to your customer. Again ha, advance na din to dun sa customer support na kasunod. So, yun na din yan, yung meeting, yung skill na yun. Yun na yung may establish mo, yung building rapport, communicating with your client's client. Now, for the calendar, actually ganun lang siya. You can also install a Zoom Chrome extension. So, ano ba yung Chrome extension? Chrome extension. Ang kinaganda ng Chrome extension kasi, bakit wala siya? Mali pala yung nilagay ko. Kasi, ano siya, automatic nasa extension mo na siya, nasa taas na siya. Pag gagamitin mo siya, i-click mo na lang yung mga extensions. I have a lot of extensions, by the way. So, if you access Chrome extension, ayan, tapos i-type mo lang doon si Zoom Chrome extension. Yeah, matagal pa siyang matanong. Extensions, search store, Zoom. Tapos, i-add mo lang yung extension. Ayan. Ito yung Zoom scheduler yung ginawa ko. At ayan yung Zoom scheduler. Ano yung ginagawa niya? I-click mo lang siya. Kunwari, may ginagawa kang iba. Tapos, nagpa-schedule ng meeting. So, click mo lang yung Zoom extension na yan. Schedule ka ng meeting. Okay? Tapos, matik na yan siya, guys. Pag i-click mo siya, automatic, mag-redirect ka na sa calendar. Mag-open na siya for you. Kung wala naman, kung ayaw mo na magbigay ng mga options, or if your client has, ito maganda, if your client has Calendly, if you've heard of Calendly, kung si client mo may Calendly na, ang maganda lang doon, ibibigay mo lang yung link, please book a schedule here. If options in this link does not work for you, please let me know and I will just manually schedule it for you. So, ganun guys, pwedeng ibigay mo lang yung Calendly link or marami kasi mga types na ngayon ng mga schedulers, so you can give like a link to your prospect para doon na, to your client's client, para doon na lang sila mag-book ng meeting. Hindi ka na mahirapang magbigay ng options kasi andun na yung options. Alright? So, ano ba yung Calendly? Which brings me na lang to Calendly. Okay, diretso na lang natin to sa Calendly kasi itatouch din naman natin to later. Okay. So, si Calendly, you can also create a Calendly account. Is it free? Yeah, it's totally free. Can I use it for my virtual assistance business? Of course, you can use that to your business. Mas maganda nga yun kasi pwede mo ma-offer sa client mo na doon na lang siya mag-book ng interview sa'yo. As in, wala siyang choice. Mag-i-interviewin ka talaga niya. Kasi, nagbigay ka na ng booking eh. Like, okay, meet 30 minutes discovery call with April. Okay, discovery call is usually that's what we call when you are identifying what your clients need and if you're fit to that certain need ng client. Okay. So, si Calendly, you can create an account. It's very easy, guys, yung step ng pag-sign up. So, I have an account already. Once you have an account, you are free to have like one event na pwede mong ma-share, pwede silang mag-book doon. And if you want more, mahihirapan ka kasi it has like a charge. But if you can pay, then go for it. Okay? So, si Calendly, na masyadong mabagal mag-load, yan. So, kwenta naman kayo guys, yung mga internet provider nyo. So, main internet ISP namin is Globe. It's a fiber connection, 50 Mbps. But for me, it's still really slow and spinning circles. But that's all good. Hindi naman ako yung customer support na on-call. Pag on-call kayo, need like a fast internet. And then my backup is smart. So, ayun, you can use other internet provider basta make sure you have a backup. Kasi parang kanina, walang internet tapos mabuti na lang may backup nakapag-work ako. Alright, so you just give the Calendly link here. So how do you set up a Calendly link? So that's very simple. Just click on an event na gusto mong gamitin. Tapos, ano ba yung event na i-schedule mo? Like, gusto mo 30 minutes discovery, 30-minute discovery call. So, add location. Ayan. So, personal, Google Meet ba, Zoom, Teams. Sa akin guys, gusto ko sa Zoom kasi record mo siya. Although, I think other platforms can record, but gusto ko lang sa Zoom. So, sa Zoom conference, you just need to integrate your Zoom. So, meron naman dito sa Calendly mo na makakapag-integrate ka. Let's go to that one in a bit. Never mind. Okay. So, Zoom, and then description. What's this discovery call? Discovery session. Let's talk. Tayo niyo mag-type. Yeah, so let's talk about your business. And then, how many minutes ba yung discovery call na yan? Is it 30 minutes? Or, yun nga, nabanggit na pala dito, 30 minutes na pala. So, okay, let's say okay na yan, na-fix na yan ha. 30 And then, event color, anong kulay ng event mo? Depende sa iyo kung anong gusto mo. Yan ang bahala. Hindi naman masyadong important sa akin yung kulay-kulay dito. And then, when can people book this event? So, kailan makaka-book ng event yung clients, sa mga customers ng client mo or yung mga prospects mo. So, you can edit that. So, saving. I'm sorry guys, medyo naglalag siya. 30 minutes na taken. 15. Okay natin. For the sake lang yan guys of this training. And then when can people book the event? Kailangan mo yung baguhin din. Invitees can schedule for how many days. So some of the clients would ask you like, gusto lang nila from today, within the next 7 days lang makapag-book yung iba. Kasi ayaw nila ng masyadong matagal na. Like, example, may magpapabook ng meeting yung na client, interested siya sa mga services niyo pero magpapabook siya October 2022 pa. Napakalayo. So, para may sense of urgency, you can shorten the schedule. Okay? So, custom hours, pwede mo i-allocate lang. Anong oras lang pwede silang mag-book ng schedule sa'yo. Tapos, pag automatic na yan, pag busy ka on that scheduled date, hindi naman na yan ibubook ni Calendly. Okay, save and close. You can add some questions to the invitees, like example, what's your business about? Example lang, gusto nilang makipag-call din sa client mo, you can ask questions. Or kung ikaw, ipagpalagay natin as a virtual assistant, if you're asking, you can ask questions dun sa interested sa mga services mo. Here's invitee questions. Para ready ka or prepared ka when you go to your call. The rest kasi, this one, confirmation page should be default kasi it has a fee. You need to upgrade if you want to customize yung confirmation, which is yung thank you for booking something. Notifications then, you need to upgrade. Maganda yung may notifications kasi like 3 days before or 30 minutes before your schedule, nanonotify or na-alert yung ka-meeting mo. Na may meeting ka sa akin. So, ganun. So, yan si Calendly and yan din si calendar management. So, to recap guys, in doing calendar and email management, first of all, set your expectation, provide plan din sa client mo, communicate well with your client, know when your client is busy or something para ma-allocate mo ng maayos yung mga tasks din ng client mo. And then next, you can build or you can create na the desired calendar for your client or schedule. And yun nga, make sure guys for a smooth client, para satisfied si client sa'yo, make sure din na kunwari, yung schedule niya for tomorrow, ibigay mo na today, this afternoon. Like, bago mag-end yung day mo, hi John, please see your schedule for tomorrow. Para alam niya, i-segregate mo, calls, blah, 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 sino, anong oras, meeting, blah, 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 anong oras. Para alam niya ano yung mangyayari sa araw niya, para kung may gusto siyang ipamove, i-move na niya ahead. Okay? So you can set the expectation, communication, and please set boundaries. You can they can just delegate the calendar, the email to you, or they can share it freely to you via lastpass. So that depends on your client again. So that's it for our calendar and email management. And actually, I think I'm also done with the next part, which is, if I go back to my other slide, is next part kasi is customer support. Again, mag-a-act ka as a frontliner. So you communicate with your client's client, make sure that you are wearing the hat of the company. Ikaw talaga yung magiging una. Ikaw yung mag-filter. Kailangan ba to? Important ba to? Urgent ba to? So you need to establish, rapport with your client's client. They know you, they feel comfortable speaking to you or talking to you. So customer support can mean you do chat using, you do emails, like exchange emails, or minsan ginagamit nyo din yung calls, like nagsa-Skype kayo because you need to follow up something. So Skype yung ginamit kasi namin, tapos niloloadan lang ng client ko yung Skype ko para makatawag ako sa mga local numbers in the US. So that depends sa clients nyo. They can avail of different services na mabibigyan ka ng number, tapos yun yung gagamitin mo pang tawag sa ibang bansa. Okay? So, siguro yung masasuggest ko lang, kasi yun lang din yung alam ko for now, is they can give you credits dun sa Skype, at tapos yun yung gagamitin mo pantawag sa mga international numbers if you need to verify something, if you need to follow up something to your client's client or to their family members or something. Next is the minutes taking. So yung client mo, di ba meron siyang meeting? So usually sa mga meeting nila, kailangan mo mag-take down ng mga notes kasi hindi naman yung create lang yung meeting tapos walang action items. For a smooth customer experience, you need to provide the utmost support. So i-create mo yung minutes ng meeting. You don't need to, type everything yung verbatim. You can create the minutes by just highlighting the important part and then creating the action items kasi yun yung important. Let me share with you again my other screen. Okay, so I have created this template for you guys. So ito yung normal that we do for the minutes taking, which is first, syempre, during the meeting, make sure na recorded siya. And the participants allow to record the meeting, of course. Ang hirap naman na hindi recorded, tapos paano ka makakapag-notes? Unless kung nandun ka sa meeting. So you can ask the client, is the call recorded? If not, then you should be on the meeting. Maganda yung recorded kasi nababalikan mo. Yun lang. And then, here, date and time, ilagay mo yung date and time ng meeting, who were the participants. Bakit kailangan nilalagay sa meeting yung participants? Para alam natin kung sino yung nag-agree sa mga napag-agreehan, and at the same time, sino yung nag-decide sa mga nag-decide. So, ano yung napag-desisyonan ni ganito, ganon. Okay, so important na ma-document talaga siya. Agenda, syempre, anong tungkol saan ba tong meeting na to? Is this a kick-off call with your client? So, ano yung mga pinag-discuss nila about their business, current situation ng business. So, in every agenda, create ka lang ng highlights. Again, guys, no need to verbatim put it like parang transcript. But if your clients would need you to really transcribe the meeting, I have a trick for you. You can create a free account which is for otter.ai. Yung free account na to, guys, meron na siyang 600 minutes or hours, I think, na kunwari, may 60 minutes meeting yung client mo. Pwede mong i-upload yung recording dun sa otter.ai. Tapos, for a few minutes, ita-transcribe na niya yung meeting for you. Okay, I won't go there na anymore kasi parang mahahaba na yung discussion natin. At the same time, I think it's gonna take a while na naman to spin the circles. But anyway, ayun, automated transcription. Ay, magbibigyan siya ng transcription sa'yo. Para ikaw, hintayin ko na lang. Tapos pag nag-load na siya for you, i-edit mo na lang. Kasi yung ibang nakaka-capture nila, syempre, it's not that accurate. So you just need to edit it and then read it again and then provide it to your client. Important sa minutes taking, guys, that you capture the action items and who is going to act on it. Because yung action items is the reason why you have the meeting. Okay? Bakit sila nag-meeting? Kasi kailangan may i-action sila. So, para matrack mo din ng clients mo na, okay, ito okay na to, na action na to. So, that's action item 1, who, at saka lagay mo din kung kailan dapat i-action. Right. So, sino? Is it the client? So, client side, and then when niya dapat i-action. So, that's for minutes taking and yan, a bit of like transcription or transcribing na din. Na tip, which is otter.ai. May iba pang mga tips, guys, on that and using, you can also actually use, for if ever ayaw mong gamitin yung otter.ai for some reasons that I don't know, you can also use other tools like ito sa Google document. Pag nandito ka na sa Google document, I think you just need to use tools here. And then on the tools, there's like voice typing. And then make sure lang na naka-speakers ka. Kasi pag naka-speakers ka na, tapos ipi-play mo yung recording ng meeting ng client mo, i-record niya na, or ita-type na niya dito. Okay, like example. Ito, ngayon, sinasabi ko, hi guys! So, ayan, type niya na. Okay, so this is like a trick, and this is gonna happen on the in-depth training for the other skills. But again, that's it for the minutes taking. Now let's move on to the next part. At yung next part natin is the lead generation. Okay, so this is one of my most favorite part kasi I fell in love with lead generation. Lead generation can be done through call. Pwede kang magtawag ng mga tao para maka-generate ka ng leads. Pwede ka ding mag-generate ng leads through, using data, using using websites. Pagpalagay natin itong lead generation na to is for you pa. For you pa. Kasi ikaw as a virtual assistant, you need to generate leads eh. Ano nga pala yung lead generation, April? Grabe, nagbabanggit ka, hindi namin alam. So, by the word itself, lead generation, meaning you have to get clients, entice clients to avail of your products and services. But you need to identify first, before enticing them, before generating these leads, you need to identify first, sino ba yung kliyente ko? Okay. So, ikaw, again, yung example natin dito is like, ipagpalagay natin, ikaw as your business is virtual assistants. So, yung business mo is virtual assistants. Sino yung kliyente ko? You need to set parameters so you will know where to find them and how you can find them. It's a matter of narrowing down and identifying your ideal client or your client avatar. Sino ba yung ideal client ko? Yung ideal client ko is like medyo ano pa siya, macho siya. He is like 20 to 40 years old. Tsaka yung kakasimula lang ng company niya, it's a startup company, and the company is tech company, and gusto kong maging virtual assistant niya. So, na-identify mo na siya. Pwede mo ding identify yung gender. Lalaki ba to? There are other VAs whose target is like dentist for a certain location in America. Pwede kasing ganun ka-specific eh, para alam mo kung saan mo talaga hahanapin yung kliyente mo. Be specific as much as possible para mas maka-advertise ka, maalam nila na okay, ito talaga yung expertise mo. Same lang din yan, guys, no? If we apply this to your clients, you identify first yung product ng clients mo, ng client mo, ano yung mga negosyo niya? Ano ba yung, is it real estate? So kung real estate yung negosyo niya, sino yung prospect niya? Sino yung ideal clients niya? Sa anong location? Saan na yung hahanapin? Ganon. So you need to identify kung sino yung ideal client din ng client mo. Same dun sa business mo as a VA. Pag na-identify mo na kasi yung ideal client mo, like example, your ideal client is, another example ha, na coach, yung female coach, yung client ko, mid 30s na female coach. And then yung kino-coach niya can be anything. Or can be specific, like life coach siya. So, it can be that specific para alam mo saan sila hanapin. Because there are groups on Facebook kung saan naglalagi yung mga taong to. Like, life coaches in Australia, you can find them in a certain Facebook group. You can find female entrepreneurs in a certain group. If you're targeting female coaches and consultants, you can go to those groups and look for them. Look for your leads there. You can identify them there and then engage. And then, engagement kasi can be part of the lead generation process eh. Once you engage, talk to your lead, your lead, then eventually converting them into your customers. So, yung isa-share ko sa inyo is very basic lead generation. So, example, pwede tayong maghanap ng mga female coaches in LinkedIn. So, try natin sa LinkedIn kasi some of your clients are on LinkedIn. Guys, hindi lahat ng mga clients nasa iisang lugar ha. Yung iba nasa LinkedIn, nasa Facebook, but you have to be present. You don't need to be present sa lahat-lahat. You can just be focused lang sa, okay, dito lang muna ako sa LinkedIn, dito ko sila hahanapin. Same dun sa business ng client mo, you can stick first to one resource para hindi ka ma-overwhelm. Good thing if your client has Sales Navigator because it is really capable of looking beyond what you can see in a normal LinkedIn account. So I'm using Sales Navigator, which is really advanced, and I'm planning to have another training on lead generation using Sales Navigator. So let's say kasi for sure yung iba dito are not using Sales Navigator. Some of you might not have LinkedIn, so I can't really suggest something or push something sa inyo if you don't like, but it's good to have LinkedIn because it's a professional network. You can share things to your clients in here. You can look for clients in here. Tell you, a lot of virtual assistants that I know of found their clients here than Upwork, than on Facebook, than on onlinejobs.ph. Yan. So it's kind of loading for a while. Hintayin lang natin siya mag-load. Ayan. So napag-usapan natin kanina yung ating service provider. Baka hindi ko na siya hindi ko na i-renew yung Globe ko, but actually guys, si Globe has been with me since 2015, and okay na naman. Sometimes it works, sometimes hindi. Okay. So you can actually follow some hashtags, or you can look for them. Yeah, so it's kind of loading. I'm so sorry. So you can say, type mo lang. Pwede mo i-type dito. Yan. So yan, you can attract your leads talaga who's viewing your profile. Say for example, coach. Just type a keyword. See all results. Apparel lang yung mag-appear kasi ito yung ano tawag dito, ito yung coach na brand. But you can look for coach and yan. Mga coaches, yan, mga people, makikita mo na life and wellness coach, see people results, ayan. So makikita mo na yung mga coaches dyan, and you can connect with them on LinkedIn. Example. Yan. Let's just see, for example lang ha, subukan lang natin, or pakita ko sa inyo how we do it. When connecting with your clients, don't send lang na connect. Because maaaring maban yung account mo sa LinkedIn, and maaaring hindi nila tanggapin because they don't know you. What's the purpose of connecting with me? So you can add a note. Example, this person is my client avatar. Example lang to. Okay? Example. Again, in-narrow down mo muna, tapos hanapin mo sila, iisa-isahin mo yan. It takes time. Kaya nga sinabi ko sa inyo, not all work na sinasabi ng iba na madali lang, ay madali lang. It takes time, it's tedious. So let's say, you can say, hi, name. Hi, Meng. Example lang naman to. So 160 to, I think, 300 characters lang yung pwede. So very limited note lang yung sasabihin niya. I found you on LinkedIn. And I think we could share something valuable together. And a coach as well. Yan, kasi may common interest kayo, kunwari. But what if she is your client pala? I'm sorry, nilagay ko yan. Hi, Meng. I'm April. Ayun. I'm April. Ayun. And I'm a virtual assistant. I help coaches like you focus on your business while I take, ayan, masyadong mabagal. I take some time-consuming your, yeah. So, as a VA, pwede mo yung gawin. Tapos, thanks. So, pwedeng send. Okay, so kung pwedeng bagu-baguhin mo kada tao, depende na din sa'yo yan. Right? Okay, so depende na siya sa magiging atake mo ha. Tapos send mo na yung connection request para pag nag-appear na sa kanya, makikita mo yung message niya. And then once na nag-accept na siya, you can go back and say, thank you for accepting, Meng. How's business? How is your business doing? So pwedeng ganon. It's generating leads and at the same time expanding your network. Because your first lead can come from your network. Ganun siya. Networking is very important. So that's part of the lead generation, guys. If you're using LinkedIn, you can also find the example mga real estate. Kung gusto mo mga realtors or mga listing agents, pwede mo silang hanapin sa Zillow. Example kung ang hinahanap mo yung mga clients na hinahanap mo nasa Zillow, ito yung mga real estate agents. Yan, pwede mo silang hanapin dyan. Tapos isa-isahin mo. Kasi may mga pictures yung iba, may pangalan, ma-identify mo talaga, lalaki ba to, babae ba to. There's also like those mga virtual assistants can start then as a podcast virtual assistant. So you can look for them in Apple iTunes. So, ganun siya, guys, in generating leads. But if your client, he has a podcasting business, so you can find your ideal clients, most especially dun sa mga sites kung saan nagpo-post ng mga podcast, like Apple iTunes. Okay? So, that's actually very basic. And then, once you do that, once you gathered data from your clients, important data, ano ba yung mga kinukuha April, no? That depends on your client. Do they require you to input their email? Do they require you to input their mobile number? And there are tools that can help you generate the emails and their mobile number. So, say for example, I have a tool that I'm using, which is very, very useful talaga. Kasi it can provide you with a number at saka yung email niya. So, say for example, if you have been targeting on LinkedIn, so let me let me share another screen with you guys. This one. Ayan. So, example, here on LinkedIn, again guys, you can do this not on Sales Navigator as long as naka-public yung account ng prospect ninyo ni client. You can find your client on the regular LinkedIn account. But if you're really prospecting yung madugo talaga, yung marami talagang ipa-prospect or hanapin na leads on that certain day, then I suggest you guys upgrade to Sales Navigator because it will enable you to view profiles for 500 profiles yung mahahanap nyo. Since super duper helpful. But then again, if the budget is not right, then you can opt to open lang yung regular LinkedIn. So this is a tool that I use, which is apollo.io. So apollo.io, guys, is actually giving you parang free credits for 50 accounts. So 50 accounts, makikita mo na yung mga 50 people, 50 emails na makikita mo. So kung maramihan, si client mo, he can give you, he can pay for the price of your Apollo. Yan. So, simple lang naman yan, guys. I-install mo lang din yung Apollo Chrome extension once nag-register ka dito. I will not go through everything, guys, because, again, hahaba siya, and at the same time, this will not be the focus lang din dito sa discussion. But at least I'm going to give you an overview on what are the tools that I use to get emails. So, this is apollo.io. Again, you can use a Chrome extension para matik siya mag-open dito. And there's also a way that you can just use the main Apollo site. Pag nag-login ka dito sa account mo, makikita mo na kaagad yung mga data ng mga tao na ipaprospect mo kahit wala kang sales navigator. So, pakita ko na lang sa inyo on how it looks in the inside. So, you can use this when prospecting and you don't have like the budget in paying for a sales navigator. Spinning circles pa rin. So while waiting on our spinning circle, anong ginagawa niyo ngayon, guys? Kumakain ka ba? Anong oras ka nag-check nitong ating video? Okay, so ayan, how can we help? So may LinkedIn prospector, engagement automation, Apollo database, blah, blah, blah. But ito yung ginagamit ko talaga. Search people. Yan, searching for the right people or the right contacts. Kaya important yung sinabi ko sa'yo, like way, a few minutes ago, is to know your prospect, to identify your prospect para ma-narrow down mo siya dito. Filter. So, job titles, hinahanap ko ay coach. Okay, and then, if you want like a full training on this Apollo, I can give you a full training on the lead generation training talaga, in-depth training. So you can narrow it down. Meron din siya dito, guys. Like location, how many employees ba? So small employees is like below 5. Medium size is like mga 5, mga 10, mga 10 or 11 to 250 can be called medium size. Depende kasi yan sa industry. So say for example, mga 1 to 10 employees lang who can afford our service. Hopefully kung mura lang naman, so 1 to 10 employees. Paano pala ninyo na-identify na itong business na to is kaya namang magbayad ng mga services ninyo. So if they are capable of paying a lot of people in their business, then they can pay your services. Ganun siya. But some businesses are like, if your client is like doing digital marketing and then their business is like super big, they can have like an in-house digital marketing manager, which is like parang hindi na sila mag-aawit kasi we have this in-house. Magkakaroon ng objection talaga doon. So, ayan. So, you can find the coaches here. You can access email. Ayan, click natin access. Sa Kenya, ito you can choose like other location. But say for example, ayan na-filter ka na yan lahat. But that's how it's done and then it will appear in here if meron or wala. So why does people look for emails? Kasi some of our clients do cold emails. That is why we gather emails. Okay, so that's the lead generation. You get the email. You get the trick from me kasi yung sinabi ko kanina na 50, I hope hindi nakikinig or hindi ito nakikita ni Apollo. But yung 50 na yun is limited in when you use the Chrome extension. If you navigate in your LinkedIn and Chrome extension works. Ito naman is, marami na akong na-generate kahit itong account lang na to. So, ayun na. Alright, so that's for our lead generation. And again, we will have a separate training for that, for lead generation in depth soon. Data and CRM management. So, yung data and CRM management, guys, simple lang yung sasabihin ko sa inyo. Your client should have a cloud account kung saan nandun nakastore yung mga data niya. Mga database niyo, yung mga copies, yung mga emails, lahat-lahat ng mga gusto nyong i-save, naka-folder na siya. At saka i-arrange mo lang siya, proper labeling lang yung gagawin mo. Ganun yung data management eh. Ayusin mo lang yung mga data ng clients mo. Ito yung master list. Ito gagawa ka ng database for all of your clients. I-manage mo yung CRM. So ano ba yung CRM? That's Customer Relations Management Platform. So there are a lot of CRMs. Isa sa familiar ako is HubSpot, meron ding Active Campaign. And kailangan mo bang malaman kung paano ito gamitin? Yes, but you don't need to be really, alam na alam mo talaga. Kasi on different client, different din yung approach nila sa paggamit ng CRM. So, ano ba yung CRM? Paano ba din nangyayari? Tubig lang. Okay, sige. So, CRM management. Pakita ko sa inyo yung itsura ni Active Campaign. So, I'm not sure kung tama ba yung shinare ko na screen. Saglit lang. Stop muna yung share. Yan, magnify na naman yung aking mukha. Saglit lang. Let me just... Bakit ayaw niya mag-share? Some point, ipapamanage nila yung mismong CRM nila. So, etong CRM, dito pumapasok or dito minamanage ng mga kliyente mo yung mga leads na pumapasok sa business niya. Okay, that eventually he or she wanted to become to transition that lead into a customer or paying customer. So nilalagay nila yan sa Active Campaign. So yung iba, hindi siya talaga manual na nilalagay. Tatype mo talaga pangalan, tapos email. Yung iba, there are instances na galing sila sa nag-subscribe sila sa newsletter ng client mo. If familiar kayo dun sa mga sitwasyon kung saan may nakikita kayong website tapos may sinabi sila na if you want a copy on this ebook, I can send it to your email. Tapos tinatype mo yung email mo doon, tapos yung name mo. Automatic yan guys. Yung iba, ipapasok ka na dun sa CRM nila. I-enroll ka na, isa-subscribe ka nila sa mga emails nila, sa mga newsletters nila. So, si Active Campaign, there's a free account for Active Campaign. At ang kinagandahan ni Active Campaign guys is marami silang mga knowledge base. Like, marami silang mabibigay sa'yo na tutorial, which is very good in some way kasi ito yung account ko. So, tingnan natin kung ma-access ko yung account ko. So, doon na-register ka, tapos biglang may papasok sa mga emails, diba? Kasi yan nga, na-subscribe ka na sa CRM nila, and then once na nag-pay ka, ilalagay nila yan, no? Itatag ka na into like paying customer or like into a deal na nag-open ka na ng nag-open ka na nitong proposal, something. So, maraming nangyayari dun sa CRM. At maganda dun is na ma-manage talaga ng client mo. Alam niya kung magkano yung pera pumapasok sa kanya, sino yung mga kliyenteng pumasok sa kanya, and sino yung mga kliyente na kailangan niya pang in-nurture. So, in here, minsan, as a general virtual assistant, kasi yung iba naman are parang active campaign experts. So, may mga active campaign experts talaga that they specialize in working on active campaign and doing automations and stuff. So, ikaw as a virtual assistant, you can help your client by loading emails to their CRM dito sa yung automation or setting up automation sa kanilang active campaign, or you can manage their contacts dito sa CRM. Like example, delete mo yung mga feeling mo freeloaders lang kasi katulad ko siguro na nag-hoard ng mga subscription, nag-hoard ng mga courses. So, ayun, i-manage mo yung contacts, itatag mo sila na properly. Ayan, so you go to contacts. And again, guys, this is like free for 30 days without credit card. So mind you, you can try to just explore it on your own if you don't like using or if you don't like watching, kasi yung iba kasi may different types of learners, di ba? They want hands-on, so you can do that. So this one, here's the accounts at contacts, makikita mo lahat ng mga contacts, contact list ng client mo, and pwede niyang sabihin sa'yo, you can load the contacts if you have like certain number of contacts na kailangan mong i-load. Ayan. Okay, so you can import from a list, you can add a contact manually. So, I suggest you explore this one. And like gusto mong higher level, there's what we call HubSpot. And that's again, very high level din na type of CRM. And it's good then that HubSpot, itong Active Campaign, because both of them, they have like, it's a marketing automation tool. It's a marketing tool na pwede din silang mag-email sa mga contacts mo. Okay? So, I think yan lang yung masashare ko. And again, yung folder management. So, is your client using Google Drive? So, you need to ask your client, are you using Google Drive? Kasi kung gamit ninyo Google Drive, then you need to set like, you buy extra storage for your accounts. Kasi kung what if marami kayong minamanage ng mga details, mga data. So, para hindi na kayo mag-delete, bumili na lang kayo ng extra storage. Or others naman, they use Dropbox. Alright. Now, let's move on to social media management. Ito ba yung magpo-post kami ng napakahaba, tapos magbabanggit kami ng ito yung nagawa, ito yung mga nangyayari, ang mga quotes lang ba yan? Depende guys. So, we call them social media managers because you manage their social media account. So, meaning, pwede kang taga-post nila, pwede ka din taga-create ng content nila kung yun yung napag-usapan ninyo. Depende yan sa napag-usapan nyo kay client. Pwede din na ikaw yung taga-reply ng mga post, taga-reply sa mga comments kasi kasama sa social media management mo is yung engagement, meaning nag-i-increase ka ng engagement, nag-a-ask ka ba ng mga questions sa mga post mo, ganyan din social media management. Ano pinagkaiba niya dun sa mga social media marketers? Social media marketers, they use social media as a form of like marketing, like generating super duper daming leads through marketing, like mag-Facebook ads talaga. So, yung mga social media marketers is like higher level na for social media managers. Kasi may mga social media managers na taga-post lang din. So, depende yan sa agreement nyo kay client because some of your clients will just give the content to you tapos ikaw lang yung magpo-post. Some of your client will ask you to create a design tapos lalagyan mo, ikaw pa yung magka-caption tapos ikaw yung magpo-post. So, depende yan sa iyo offer mo. Pwede kang tiga-post, or ikaw yung tiga-curate ng mga content dun sa account ni client. So for the basic social media management that I can share with you, normally your clients would, let's see, normally your clients would ask you to schedule the contents lang dun sa social media accounts nila. And ito yung masasuggest ko sa inyo, you can use Hootsuite. So, si Hootsuite naman, guys, it's free naman for 30 days. So, ito yung gamit ko ngayon. It's free for 30 days para makakita ko sa inyo. You can integrate or you can put here yung Instagram, Facebook page, Twitter, LinkedIn, personal, tsaka LinkedIn page. You can post or schedule post here sa personal Facebook account. Yun lang. So, you can add Instagram, Facebook page, Twitter, LinkedIn. So say for example, if you want to add here, you can add social media network. Ayan. So pwede mo siyang i-set up ng maayos. And so it's gonna load for a bit. But this is very user-friendly. Ang gamit kasi ni Hootsuite, ang alam ng iba is yan ba yung mag-ads? Actually, they can schedule or they can do ads for you as well. Yan. So, let's say dito sa aking page. Gusto na yung aking page. Ayan. So, we can add here, so the virtual hands na page. And then we can also add my LinkedIn page. Ayan. So, kasi I think naka-own siya or nalagay ko siya sa ibang account. Ayan. So, i-link nyo lang yung mga accounts ng clients niyo. You can add like a LinkedIn page. So be careful lang because there are certain parameters on how many ang tawag dito, on how many characters you can post dun sa Facebook. Certain characters you can post on LinkedIn. And I don't have it right now dito, but I have it with me on how many characters. I think that's 5,000 for Facebook. Tapos sa LinkedIn, it's less than that. So, kung gusto mo mag-post ng sabay, same content sa LinkedIn at saka sa Facebook page ng client mo, be careful dun sa number of characters. Okay? So, you can do that. Ayan. So, pwede natin i-X yan. And in here, pinakauna mo makikita is ito yung streams, like, ito yung, kumbaga, sa Facebook mo, ito yung parang newsfeed mo. Okay, that you can see the timeline, ano yung mga messages, ano yung mga posts, etc. You can also change how this looks like. Okay, yung view mo, depende na sa'yo, depende sa gamit mo. And kung paano ka mag-post, this is how you do it. You just click on post. Ayan, napakasimple lang, post lang. Tapos, in here, when you click post, itatype mo lang yung post mo, tapos mapagal yung aking internet. Yan. Tapos ilalagay mo kung saan siya ipapublish. Be careful lang kasi kunwari, magti-Twitter ka. So for Twitter naman, napaka-iksi lang din yung pwede mong ma-post na content. You can have varied na mga contents na ipopost sa social media. But again, guys, this is very basic lang na binigay ko sa inyo, hindi ito in-depth na social media management. But this is like basic, a lot of social media managers gain income from just doing this one. Is scheduling content. Type the content here, then schedule for later. Okay? So, ganyan siya. Tapos, if you want to see yung mga na-schedule mo na content, punta ka lang dito sa publisher, tapos makikita mo na siya dyan. Makikita mo kasi yung mga calendar ng kailan magpo-post yung next mga uploads. Okay? So, if you want to ask me or if you're asking me, okay, April, ito yung taga-schedule. Ngayon, ganyan lang ba yung ginagawa ng social media manager? Again, depende siya sa need ng client mo. There are clients that want you to create a social media calendar for them. Okay, so I will show you yung social media calendar. I think ibobonus ko na lang. Ibibigay ko yung parang nagamit ko na social media calendar as before. Then you can use that to your parang format. Kasi yung social media calendar, ipapakita ko sa inyo yung ano yung mga pinopost namin na mga content, ano yung mga ano yung nakaschedule, blah, blah, blah. So, let me see. Ayan. So, again, guys, ito yung makikita mo yung timeline ng mga nakaschedule. And let me just share with you. So, this was like the past content strategy that I did for a certain client. And then, doon sa sheet na to, may info sheet talaga kung saan makikita mo yung links ng mga pages and at the same time, if kailangan mo ng access dun sa mga passwords and all, pwedeng dito siya nakastore para makita mo. And then frequency, kailan ka nag-upload for Facebook, for Instagram, for the certain strategies, depende yan dun sa atake ninyo dun sa account. You can base it kasi dun sa clients ninyo or customers ninyo. You can study it first before you implement fully. So that's automatic kasi parehas lang ng post kami for Facebook and Instagram. And then ano yung website link, because sometimes some of your clients would ask you to upload contents on their blog or on their website, on our or on WordPress. So that's another thing that you can learn. But I will not show you today yung pag-upload sa WordPress kasi I think it's gonna again take time, and at the same time naman we can do that in another training. And the shared drives, and naka-link or nakalagay lahat ng mga contents. Tapos ano yung mga hashtags na gagamitin ninyo? Ano yung mga common hashtags that have like 500K to 1 million na mga nagagamit? So makikita mo yun dan, at kasi yun yung mga gagamitin mo dahil maraming nag-generate sila din ng mga incomes for you, ng mga views or ng engagement for your content. So your monthly content strategy, yan, makikita mo dito kung yung gagamitin ninyo, what are you going to do? So is it a repurpose video? Is it a cartoon? Anong tungkol doon? Anong repurpose video ba yan? So like basic overview lang kung ano yung content, and then you can ask. Pwede kasi siya guys, depende. May iba na questions naman. Questions para mag-engagement or engagement Thursday, engagement Friday. Tapos, on a certain, per week naman, weekly, nakalagay na dyan yung mga mismong ipopost. Like Monday, ano yung content, saan yung source ng file, ito yung edited link, na makikipag-coordinate ka, or you can edit the file itself, depende sa'yo, and ano yung copy na gagamitin. Copy meaning yun yung ipopost mo. Tapos yun yung ipo-paste niya dito sa Hootsuite. Okay, so that is the social media management, you guys, and a lot more you can learn sa isa talagang training for social media management. But that is very basic. As long as you have your own social media account and you have been using it like in engaging to your friends or to your family members, then you can definitely practice, start managing your own account and then expand and offer services na din to your ideal client. Okay, pwede kang maging social media manager ng isang beauty guru. So, pag ganon, syempre mga beauty posts yung gagamitin nyo. There are those that are earning, guys, na magpo-post lang sila ng mga quotes. Okay, so ganon siya. So, as a general VA, you can do social media management for your client din. Like example, sabihin lang niya, okay, post ka lang once a week. O, di mag-post once a week. Ganon. But again, if you want to focus on this lang din, like mag-social media management ka, yeah, pwede din. Ilalagay mo lang yung pinaka-description, ano yung gagawin mo, tapos i-charge mo lang ng maayos yung client. Other admin tasks, I think I've mentioned a lot already with you guys, from email management until up to social media management. Siguro for other admin tasks na ipapagawa, there were times that clients would ask me to book like a hotel for them or book a nursery for them para sa daycare for them para sa anak nila. So you need to make sure lang na accessible sa iyo at magkaibigan kayo ni Google. Kasi si Google, sasagot naman siya sa iyo tapos ayusin mo lang yung paghahanap mo ng yung ibibigay mo na feedback sa kanya is yung maayos yung pagkaka-research mo, and then ikaw na yung mabubook, makikipag-coordinate. Basta alamin mo muna yung budget ng client mo, saan niya kailangan, kailan niya kailangan. Get the entire details first. Again, yung mga the W's, what, when, where. Tapos, ikaw nang bahala kasi ata sa how. So, yeah, there are clients as well that they will ask you, hanapan mo lang ako ng mga car for hires pag darating ako sa UK at that certain date. So, yun yung hanapin mo, car for hire. So, yun, kaibiganin mo si Google again. There are also clients that would ask you to also type for them. Like, they have a picture, tapos ikaw magta-type. Ayun. So, depende lang yan, guys, no, kung ano yung mga ibibigay sa inyo. But, going back sa kanina na nasabi ko, yung pagsisimula nyo pa lang kay client, kung magsiset kayo na expectation, di ba yung last dun is set boundaries? Set boundaries lang din. Like, if there are certain things that you think your client went overboard, like masyadong marami na at overwhelming na sa'yo, lampas ka na sa oras, or it is out of scope, or like you want na parang mas malaki pa dapat dito yung rate ko kasi I'm doing more than what I am expected for, then go. Say no. Learn to say no as well to your client. But yun guys, yun yung mga admin tasks that usually ina-ask ng client sa'yo. And helpful sa iyo ng mga tools yun nabanggit ko. And again, I think Skype, I've mentioned this earlier, na pwede niyo yung gamitin pag pinapatawag kayo sa mga pinapabook kayo ng mga certain tapos tatawagan mo talaga to verify. So what are the general VA tools? You need to be familiar with G Suite. So G Suite, so we have certain tools no sa Google na ginagamit online. Na ito talaga yung pinaka-popular kasi I think I've hired a couple of virtual assistants na they're not familiar with, say for example, hindi sila familiar sa Google Sheet. So, natataranta sila, kunwari, pag na-off yung computer bigla, tapos hindi daw nila na-save yung file. The good thing with Google Suite is that it automatically saves the file for you. So, yun. Don't panic, and may mga solution lang yan parate. So, dito sa apps on your Google, you can see a couple of helpful apps that you can use. Google Slides, ito yung PowerPoint. Yan. I don't think I need to open it just to show you. Para yung PowerPoint, you can create presentations and then yung slides na to, you can create this na parang na siya, naka-cloud na siya. Kahit hindi mo ma-save, hindi ka mag-control S, automatic siya naka-save sa cloud, pwede mong balikan the next day. May mga transition animations din siya. Google Document, ito yun, kanina napakita ko sa inyo. Marami siyang mga use, guys. You can type, you can edit, view, ayan, insert, pa-insert ka dyan ng mga images, table, ito yung mga special characters din. Ayan. If I click that one, and I think napakita ko sa inyo yung voice memo. Ayan. Kunwari, gusto mo may arte-arte yung file mo. Ayan. Kung may in-narrow down ka lang, pwede ka mag-add ng ganun. Tapos, pwede mo din siyang iset for a certain file size. Para kung ida-download mo siya or ipiprint siya ng taong magpiprint nito, then kiklik mo lang yung page setup, then isi-set mo yung page margins. Then you can share this. Yan, may shareable links naman. Shareable naman siya. That is why I encourage you to create Google account and don't stick with other, like, Yahoo Mail. Kasi mas ginagamit talaga si Google across all, and I think it's more user-friendly. So you can set this, like, to change the link. Yan, to viewer only kahit sa mga in-add mo na tao. Okay? So, Google Document, again, para siyang Microsoft Word. Ito naman si Google Drive. As I mentioned earlier then, your clients can save their data, their folders in there para doon na kayo mag-collaborate, doon yun na i-save yung mga files ninyo. Sheets, ito naman, dito mo ilalagay yung gagawin mo mga database. So, pwede kasi na wala silang CRM kasi hindi pa afford ng client mag-active campaign, or ayaw lang ng client mo magbayad, tapos gusto lang niya na nakastore lang talaga yung mga data ng mga certain clients niyo, then you can create Google Sheet. You explore Google Sheet, guys, because this is one of the parang paid din ng mga services na nagagawa mo when you know how to create formula, something. So, this is Google Sheet. And ito yung kailangan mo talaga minsan, when you do lead generation, for example, you properly create your title. So, I'm going na, guys, as the page loads kasi para baka humaba pa. So, yan. Tapos dito, you can create like headers here. Kunwari, kung lead generation, so you need your first name, last name, email, like if you need yung mga titles, ano ba yung mga kailangan ninyo dun sa email campaigns ninyo, or dun sa parang database mo lang, phone number, ayan. So say for example, again ko lang dito. First name, last name. Ayan. Tapos, kung gusto mo lang na, kunwari, marami ka ng data dito, hindi mo na alam, ano ba yung header na to? Para hindi ka na ma-confuse, i-click all mo lang yan siya dyan. Tapos, i-view mo siya, i-freeze mo yung parang row na yan. Freeze mo yung one row. Tapos, kahit na-scroll-scroll mo siya sa pinakadulo ng sheet, ay naka-freeze lang yan siya. Tapos, kunwari, what if yung client ko gusto niyang malaman, baka naka-duplicate na itong mga, ay gusto kong i-match yung mga data dito dun sa old database namin. So, you can also use like mga match formula. So, yan. Example, match. Open. I-match mo yung first name, comma. Tapos, saan mo siya i-match? So, wala tayong nilagay dito na, say, wait lang. Pakita ko sa inyo yung matching or double checking. Wait. Dito. Yan. So, careful lang guys when using match kasi it's sensitive. For example, may mga spaces after the name. Sensitive yan siya. So, make sure naka-remove yung natin. Naka-trim yung mga spaces. Wait lang. Pakita ko na lang sa inyo yung ibig kong sabihin. Kunwari, ganyan. Ano tayo niya? Ayan. So, example, nakaganyan siya at ayaw mo siya nakaganyan, i-highlight mo lang, tapos you go to data, data cleanup, trim mo lang yung white space. Matik. Okay, so that's how you do it. Tapos, ima-match natin siya dun sa isang data mo. Kunwari lang kailangan mo lang i-double check. Match. Yan. Tapos, comma. To where mo siya ima-match. What database. So, nandito na tayo. I-highlight mo lang yung column kung saan mo siya ima-match. Comma. 0. Enter. Pagka-enter mo niyan, pag nag-number yan, ibig sabihin, naka-match na siya. May naka-match siya. So, hindi mo na siya magagamit. So, something like that, that's very basic when you do data entry as well. Checking your data against your master list. Okay? So, yan si Google Sheet. It's like the Google, it's like the, anong tawag dun? Excel. So, may mga formulas ka din na nagagawa dito. And so on. Kaya, i-discuss lang naman natin yan. Another in-depth na siguro coming soon. Okay, now let's see. I'm here. Sorry, meron pa pala tayong isa. Kasi, I think some of you don't know this yet. But, there is another service na pinoprovide si Google Sheet. Si G Suite, which is yung Google Form. So we go to apps. And then let's go to katulad dito. Google Form. Create form. So when you create a form, ito yung parang survey. I don't know if you tried din yung mga, kunwari, may mga gustong magpa-apply sa'yo ng ganito, ganon. They can use Google Form. Tapos, automatic yung mga answers mo, mai-email din yan. Dun, yung answers nila, mai-email sa'yo. So if your client would ask you, Celine, can you create a form? So can you create a survey for our existing clients to see if they are satisfied with our services? So how do you do that? You can use Google Form. It's free and it's very easy to use. So ayan, ganyan lang siya. Ilagay mo lang yung title, like customer satisfaction survey. Yan. Tapos ano yung description? Lauren, so ano yung tungkol yung survey na to? Tapos ilagay mo lang yung question. Okay? Required field ba yan? Hindi sila makaka-move on hanggat hindi nila na-fill out yung form na yan. So, kung gusto mo, kung name yung pinakauna, dito ka lang. I think may name dito. Wala pala. So, first name. So that's a short answer and that's a required field. Right. So ganyan lang siya, guys. When you do Google survey, tapos i-give mo lang yung link sa mga ano tawag dito, mag-access or magbibigay sa inyo ng parang customer satisfaction survey. Yan. Para ma-amaze sa iyo yung client mo, believe me, pag kaya mong gawin yan. Okay, now let's go to the next one, which is Google Calendar. We're actually done with that. Calendly as well. Zoom, very basic. You just need to create an account on Zoom. Yun na, napakita ko na sa inyo kanina yung integration ng Zoom din kay Calendar so that when they book, hindi ka na kailangan pang mag-open ng calendar, automatic na from the Chrome extension, mabubook mo na yung call ni client sa desired client niya. Desired client, sorry, call ni client sa desired customer, and etc. Now, we have other tools like ito communication platform naman, which is Slack. So, si Slack naman, actually, there's no need for us to go in depth or like a training on how to use Slack. It is where you communicate lang with your clients. So, may mga channels doon. You can also do DM or like direct message certain team members. Ang kinagandahan ngayon kay Slack is that pwede na kayong mag-huddle or pwede na kayong mag-call doon. No need na to Zoom. Pwede nang diretso doon. Kinagandahan din niya is that pwede kang makapag-leave ng voice memo or video memo sa mga kasama mo sa channel or direct. Pwede ka din makaschedule ng mga post mo dun sa mismong Slack channel mo. So, I think Slack offers free account up to ilang tao lang ata or ilang channels na yung pwede mong i-open. But it's not really very hard to do, guys, if you navigate it, like, practice downloading it and practicing using it. It's super duper easy lang din naman. But if you're going to like set up the Slack for your client, just let me know and I can guide you and help you on doing that. Okay? So that is Slack. And by the way, reiterate ko lang, no? I mentioned it again and again. Very important for you to grow and prosper with your client is to set expectation and communicate. And first things first, my pet peeve is people na hindi sumasagot kaagad. You're online, you can see my post, but you are not responding, or I don't know, hindi naman siguro umiihi ka ng 1 hour and 30 minutes. So communication is very important. Like if you need to do something, you tell me, you tell your boss, but not certain things like umiihi ka lang or something, mga saglit lang na mga ginagawa, no need lang to inform. Basta make sure you communicate. Again, lastly, set boundaries. Loom naman, you can use Loom to record your screens. Like example, may ka-clarify ka, may gagawin ka. I think Loom is also available on phone. However, I think dinilit ko na yung Loom sa phone ko. So I can show it to you. I think I have it here. Here, let me share. Ayan. So Loom is a Chrome extension as well. As you can see this one here. But then si Loom, guys, dati, pwede ka unlimited, pwede ka mag-post ng napakaraming videos. But they now limit it to 25 videos. So para saan si Loom? They can record your screen for free. Kunwari may ka-clarify ka sa client mo and you don't want to call na to bother him. You want him to check it later, or you want to give instructions, or you want your client to communicate with you through Loom, then you can do that. You can record your screen and provide like training materials then for, you know, pag maging head of virtual assistant ka na. So, i-click mo lang yan. Once i-click mo siya, actually guys, hindi niya na kailangan pang hindi natin kailangan pang i-access ito, no? But for the benefit na of this training, i-click lang yan siya, tapos i-start recording mo lang siya. And for free account, it is limited to 5 minutes lang. So you can see our house. So, alright, so now let's go to project management. So there are a lot of tools wherein you can manage the projects of your clients. And guys, mind you, kaya sinama ko dito si project management because there are general virtual assistants who also do project management. Like, you know, kine-create mo yung plan ng isang product launch or ng isang campaign na gagawin ninyo ni client. Tapos ikaw yung nasa planning, up to implementation ng project up to the post-implementation. So, ilalagay nyo yan sa isang project management tool para mas maayos nyo matrack yung mga task. So, it's more on tasking, it's more on management your main projects. So, here is like a sample of the ASANA. Actually, guys, you can create your own account. You don't need to create an account for yourself. If your client has an ASANA already. Like they can just invite you to their ASANA board so you can create tasks, at the same time manage the task in there. But then, may mga clients na hindi sila sanay or hindi sila nakapag-create, then you can create for them. Okay? So it's very easy lang na mag-create. So this is how it looks. You can go to homepage where you can see your projects. Para siyang newsfeed. My task, in here you can see all of the tasks that are assigned to you, ano yung mga recent, ano yung upcoming tasks. You can add sections as well. Like you can add different sections for different clients or different campaigns. Inbox is more most likely ito yung mga comments ng mga task. The rest, let's not just touch it because it's very magiging in-depth na tayo. Papunta lang tayo dun sa mga basic lang that you need to know. Then you can create or can add team members in here. So this is what we call yung parang workspace ninyo in here. This is a workspace. Then you can create projects. So you can create blank project or like use the existing templates na nasa ASANA na. Like all you need to do is just use that. Or you can create a project in a template, tapos i-import mo lang. In a spreadsheet, tapos i-import mo lang. Whichever you choose. But let's say, for example, this is a blank project or like you're starting from scratch. Ano yung project name? Like email campaign. So yung email campaign, ninyo, kunwari, how do you like to view it? Like, is it in a list view lang or gusto mo naka-board view? Gaman timeline. So, let's say naka-board view siya. Then, continue mo lang. So, you can start adding tasks. Ayan. Go to project lang. Then, once you're in the project, ganito si board view or the Kanban view. By default, nakalagay na dyan yung to-do, ano yung in progress, ano yung completed. So, you can just move yung mga kung in progress na ginagawa mo na. And move it again if completed na siya. Okay? So, in here, you can add a task. Like example, certain task na ginagawa mo when you do email campaign. First is you create copy. i-assign mo yun sa copywriter ninyo or like sa client mo. So, kanino mo siya i-assign? Kailan yung due date? So, important na nilalagyan mo siya ng start date until due date para ma-set yung expectation kailan naka-premium lang pala yung start date. Anyway, pwede mo siyang i-due on what date para alam ng gagawa kung hanggang kailan lang niya dapat gawin or kailan yung deadline. So I suggest you also allow a leeway for the next person na, kunwari, kailangan nyo nang ma-launch yung campaign next week. So dapat mag-allocate ka ng enough time na gawin yung copy, na gawin yung list, na gawin yung na ma-review yung copy, na i-approve pa ng kliyente ninyo. So, dapat malagyan mo siya ng certain timeline talaga, nang ayusin mo yung mga deadlines mo. Be realistic on your deadlines. Like, hindi ka lang agad-agad yung ginawa mo yung due date mo na siya. Tapos, ano yung description? What is it about? And you can add some subtask in here. When you create a copy, ano yung kailangan? Under that, I think pwedeng check grammar. As client approval. So something like that, ilalagay mo lang siya as a checklist para you know the steps, what is next, ganyan, ano siya, yung susunod. So para maayos lang siyang tignan. Others would prefer naka-list view. So depende na sa iyo guys, kung sa inyo, ng client, what works. And itong yung itsura ng list view niya. By default, nung kinreate natin siya, board view talaga. Pag i-access mo siya, naka-board na yan siya. Tapos, paano ko yan? Kung in progress na siya, ililipat mo na siya in progress. But if you want, you can click here. Tapos, you can move it in progress. Tapos, pag in progress, at saka may gusto ka pang i-comment, pwede mong itag yung ka-team mo. Dito na kayo magpo-communicate ng mga tasks. You can communicate din dun sa client mo, still missing something, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Then you can add actually another section like for review, something. So pag complete na siya, click mo lang mark complete. So once it's completed, pwede mo na siyang ilipat dito sa complete. Yan, ayaw niya mag-drag. Hindi ko alam bakit, pero nadadrag yan siya actually. Yan. Pwede mo siyang i-mark as complete. So there are also parang automations na pwede mo siyang i-customize. Ayan, so here, customize mo. Kung gusto mo pang mag-add ng mga filters or i-tag mo, yan. Ito yung rules na sinabi ko na pwede mo siyang i-customize. So, yan. Bakit na? Ayan. So, kailangan niyang magbayad. So, sorry naman. Hindi ko na mapakita sa inyo. But, ayun guys, yun yung pinaka-basic lang on managing the task. So, just make sure na alam niyo yung mga step-by-step and naka-record na siya. Like, mayroong main task, may mga sub-task, and then pwedeng doon mag-comment yung mga ka-team mo or yung boss mo dun sa ginagawa ninyong project. So example, gumagawa ka ng nagma-manage ka din ng podcast ng client mo, then you can create like podcast. Ano nga pangalan ng podcast? Tapos ano yung mga basic na mga to-dos? Pwedeng hindi kasi siya to-dos For the podcast, pwede siyang i-label mo dito as pre-production. Tapos, pre-production. Ano ba nangyayari sa pre-production? So that is email outreach. Ayan, yung mga ginagawa ninyo for email outreach. So, email outreach. So, anong ginagawa niya sa email outreach? You can add subtask within the subtask din. So, ayan guys, very important that you are familiar din on managing projects and that you are organized in doing so that maayos, smooth yung flow at alam niyo yung patutunguhan ng project niyo. I think yun lang muna yung isi-share ko on ASANA. At least you've heard already of it, and then you can start practicing, using it if you have time. But allocate time in learning things, learning new things. LinkedIn, I think I've already mentioned a while ago kung how I do the LinkedIn stuff. But that is more siguro on lead generation. I-discuss natin on how we can maximize using Sales Navigator. But a while ago, it's very limited if you are just using the regular LinkedIn account. But you can still actually, connect to people and navigate it or use it to generating leads. So LinkedIn lead generation will have another separate training on that one. But for now, it's gonna be, it's gonna take a while na gawin siya because masyado din siya maraming pasikot-sikot. But my assignment for you is to create a LinkedIn account if you don't have it. Or you can use Apollo when you use you use it as prospecting din. Like kanina yung ginagawa natin. Hootsuite, we're done with that. The Legion tool, I think I've mentioned, yun nga si Apollo. You can use different sites like the podcasting, like Apple iTunes, if podcasters yung hinahanap ninyo. Those are like tools already na ginagamit. Then if you've heard of hunter.io, they can also generate emails for you, or snove.io, they can generate emails for you. So these tools are actually they provide like 100 free credits, so you can use it and create another email to use it. But if you want to use it to its full extent, then you have to pay a certain amount to use it. So ayun lang. We will have another separate training for that. Okay, so for the bonus round, we will be building your profile. So for those who are struggling in building their like account on LinkedIn, or optimizing their LinkedIn, optimizing their Facebook pages, please message me for the first 20. It's gonna be a lot, but for the first 10 na lang muna, guys, na matutulungan ko in building your profile. But you know what? When you build your portfolio, example, wala kang experience and you're still like currently employed and you want to transition to virtual assistants. Kasi wala kang experience, natatakot kang mag-apply. No, don't be afraid. No. Kasi lahat naman ng mga experience ngayon, nagsimula yan sa walang alam. Or walang experience. They just know, or they just heard about it, or they just learned how to do it. So in building your profile, you can build your portfolio after knowing your client, after identifying sino yung mga lalapitan mo. You can build or create hindi naman portfolio yung gagawin mo muna, but you can, ask them to give you parang feedback. But how? Paano sila mag-feedback sa'yo kung paano mo offer yung service sa kanila? You can offer your services to them for free and exchange for a testimonial. Okay? Kasi one testimonial, I have a friend na one testimonial lang made him a millionaire. So ikaw, one testimonial lang can make a difference for your business. So if you're starting virtual assistant, you can offer it within your network first. It's good that you have built like your Facebook, meron ka ng LinkedIn, tapos within your network, you can offer your free services. If you're still, hesitant to go out there. But then kung na-identify mo na kung saan ka din pupunta, sino yung client mo, saan siya naglalagi, doon ka mag-offer ng free service mo. Like 2 to 3, I am open for 2 to 3 VA slots. Or you can, kung ayaw mong free service, okay, go try mo minimal na charge. Like, say, $5 an hour. Siguro, pwedeng ganun yung gawin mo kung ayaw mong offer ng free. But then, yun nga, marami kasing kakagat na sa free yan. And eventually, those pro bono clients will be your paying clients din naman. Okay, so yun yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. In building your profile, you can try first within your network, offer your services, and then eventually, once na may testimonial ka na, makaka-create na tayo ng CV. So, kasi sa CV ng iba na nag-a-apply ng virtual assistant, yung ibang roles na nilagay nila sa past job is not really relevant dun sa current job. So, you can relate some, but sometimes hindi talaga sila nagma-match. So, in order to avoid that, build ka muna ng parang, eto muna yung gagawin ko, and then eventually transition into paying, and then eventually transition into high tickets na, like premium clients na. So again, first 10, I can help you build your profile. Just message me. Ay, hindi ko kasi ata kaya yung 20 muna for now because I have certain responsibilities pa and commitments. And the first 10 is for free. Free ko i-charge yung pagtulong ko on how to build your profile. It's more on like free coaching for the profile lang. Cover letter templates, I will be sharing with you the cover letter templates on the group, the Virtual Hands PH group. So please wait for it to be uploaded on the group. Okay, so mga certain, lang yan, mga iilan sa mga templates na nagamit ko in landing a high ticket client. Some are like yung mga long-lasting pa din na clients. And then where to find your prospects, I will also share in the group yung makikita ninyo kung saan nyo hahanapin yung mga prospects ninyo, like mga certain Facebook groups that you can find them. Okay, so please wait for that. I will just put it into parang one database. And your pricing to your client, guys, how do you price your client? So it's gonna be tricky. Kasi ang gagawin mo is you need to identify muna your first 6 months na income goal. So in the first 6 months na income goal mo in doing virtual assistance, i-compute mo muna kung ilan yung clients na kaya mo ding i-serve for that amount ng goal mo. Like say for example, yung first 6 months goal ko is 1 million. Which is maliit lang siguro kung iisipin mo para sa iba. But yung iba naman na starting is malaki na siya. So yung 1 million na yun, i-divide mo siya into 6 months. Tapos, i-divide mo siya into how many clients yung kaya mong ma-serve. Tapos, i-divide mo din siya dun sa, once na alam mo na yung ilang clients yung ma-serve mo on that certain month, yun yung mga retainer clients mo. Then, ayun, makakompute mo na kung magkano yung hourly mo. If you see what I mean. It depends dun sa income goal na gusto mong i-target eh. At saka yung kung ilan yung kaya mong gawan. Kasi may mga clients na kakagat sa ibibigay mong presyo. Like example, magpapapresyo ka ng $20 per hour. Yes, may makakagat yan. May kakagat nga ng 50, 150, 250 per hour eh. So, kakagat sila dun as long as you're also offering value to them and then you are delivering the results that you're expected of them. So, yun guys, yun lang yung masishare ko dun sa pricing. I hope I can share the price expectation din dun sa document. But then, yung prepare ko lang kasi is yung kung saan yung mahanap yung clients as well as dun sa cover letters. And then invoicing, yeah, I prepare that in the contract templates. That is also part of the freebie dito sa ating training. So guys, to end this, I just wanted to let you know that you can join my FB group to gain full access of the bonus templates. Again, I will be sharing this only on the FB group. I won't share this on the platform kung saan ko in-upload yung video na to. Please email me if you have questions. And then we also have our website for Virtual Hands PH there. I will also put in the description link where you can apply as a virtual assistant for Virtual Hands PH. And ano pala, anong tawag dito? I'd like to thank you for listening all throughout this training. I hope you gained something out of the training. So yun, we have discussed about some tools and some of the skills of a virtual assistant. And if you want my help in building your profile. The first 10 can get it for free. I can help you create that profile, selling profile for your clients. And I want you to know, guys, no, na hindi gagana yung goal mo, hindi mo ma-achieve yung goal mo without you taking the action and without you taking the risk for that action. So I'm only after those who are serious enough to really build this and make this a career. Because this is life changing. A lot of people's lives have changed when they started as a virtual assistant. So I want that change to also happen to you. And in order for me to help you, you also have to help yourself. Let's help each other. So I created this VA Career Launchpad, and the programs that I've created is like do it yourself learning program wherein we will just put recorded skills training videos, and that is soon coming up soon because we're still finalizing the courses and stuff. And for our fast track career program, this is more on mentoring and coaching because I believe again no kanina nung sinabi ko when I started, um training videos, okay, ayan, minsan panonoorin mo, minsan hindi. Minsan, ayan, paputol-putol. But then, yun nga, hindi ko nata-track ano yung nangyari. No? I offering enough value to you. So, for the Fast Track Career Program, this is gonna be like a one-on-one coaching. For the bronze, ito na muna yung open natin. For the early bird, I'm just offering this $29 for 90 minutes coaching and mentoring. Kasama na doon ang profile building sa'yo and at the same time, helping you get your first paying client. So I hope that I will be able to help you, and I hope this training has helped you learn something on how to become a general virtual assistant, and eventually, once you transition from your 9 to 5 job into freelancing then. So that's it. And if you have questions and if you want access again to the training materials and bonus templates, I will just upload it on the FB group. And if you have questions on the career launchpad for my opening on the bronze program, please message me on Messenger and we can set a schedule for your coaching. Okay, so that's just a limited slot for this December. And I hope that you will stay tuned for another training, free training soon. And thank you once again, and God bless you, and good luck on your journey.